Good?
I think every Christmas.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dungeons, Dragons, and Doggos. This is the Tuesday night Tomb Annihilation edition, and we're going to be diving once again deeper into Omu and trying to discover the rest of the shrines that happen to still be standing and finding, and then hopefully, if we persevere far enough, might start trying to find exactly where they have to go. It's the cubes.
It's the love, and hopefully not die.
And hopefully not many more deaths.
You will die a terrible, terrible death.
Now, we have been doing for this entire month, and we're going to continue just for this last day, doing a part of our stream. Any donations that come in, we will be donating it to the Bushfire Appeal, and we'll also match that ourselves. So feel free to donate, and it's all worthwhile. And just make sure if you can chip in. If you can't, don't worry. Share the stream. Get us out there just to make sure that there are other people that could potentially do that. But apart from that, I will let us pass over to Sam the Dice Smith himself to introduce some of our sponsors.
Hey guys, Dice Smith, proud supporters of the channel since day one. So this month we've currently got a special sale going on at the moment. So for the whole month of February, you can get free shipping from our website.
Did you say free shipping?
Free shipping.
Free shipping.
Free shipping.
Free ship.
Is that like free as in free?
Free as in $3.99.
$3.99.
$3.99. So just head over to our website, thedicesmith.square.site, and it's free shipping on any order. Doesn't matter how big or how small it is.
Make it all small so it costs you money.
Yeah. One set at a time. And we've got some new products coming out soon. If you follow our social medias, you've seen we got new status rings coming out. We've got new initiative markers coming. We're going to have dice chests. We're going to have...
What are those initiative markers?
So the initiative markers we've got here, we've got some samples here. So, which camera? That one. So they're about this big. They have the Dice Smith on them. They've got dry erase on the back of them, so you can mark them, and they just clip onto the top of your DM screen.
I can actually show it.
You can actually show it.
I can show how that looks.
Oh, we're showing everything behind the DM screen.
Behind the DM screen.
So
Spoilers.
They just sit on the top of your DM screen. The standard DM screens are a bit loose, so if you've got a thicker one, they'll probably sit on there too.
You can see that.
And you can
you can.
mark initiative on them, so it's easy to add people, and you're not having to worry about
So
take
they
labels off a skill tree. And
helps you to remember who's who and who's when. So
yeah,
that's what we kind of use here at Dungeons, Dragons, and Doggos behind the screen, and you don't see that very often.
Behind the doggo.
Yep. You can get them from the Dice Smith. Just head over to our website and check them out and grab yourself.
You have a cool little treasure chest box.
We've got one there. There you go. The dice chest, we've got them too, so they're pretty cool. They hold plenty of dice.
Yeah.
They're magnetic. They hold all the stuff in them. They don't fall off. They're pretty strong, so they're pretty cool too. So they're over there as well. So
that's definitely cool.
head over, check out our website, follow our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and keep up to date with all the new stuff coming out.
Yeah. Who else do we have as sort of a partner on the stream at the moment? Oh, we've got scissors, paper, rock off.
I'll be doing the best of three.
You cheat. You know what? We have to re-roll that.
Yeah. I think you do have to re-roll that.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Right,
With re-roll, you can have your own custom characters on a nice little 8-bit little screen. You can add your weapons, your spells, also all your hit points on there. And it's also a nice little way to show people what you look like before you die, like all my characters.
Oh no,
Yeah.
we're getting Michael Bay effects behind my head.
So, if you go to the website, reroll.co, you can get this lovely app, which also means for the premium edition, which means unlimited amount of characters, you pay for once. Once. You hear that, Terry?
Once?
Once.
Just
Bargain.
once.
Just once.
Bargain.
It's a bargain. I've already made 30 characters.
So I don't have to re-roll by continually paying.
You don't have to delete your characters and re-roll your stats.
That's amazing.
It's not bad. Again, reroll.co. Wink. Can't wink properly.
Wink. You having a stroke?
Just say it.
Wink.
What are you doing? I'm
Alright.
winking.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
Try to remove the Michael Bay effect from behind my head for the stream.
No, it's like your ungodly powers of a demon.
Yes, I know that I am the god of this universe, but the halo probably isn't necessary.
No, you guys the DMs are high enough as it is.
Depends. Is it a halo or does he need like flames behind it?
Yeah. Little some horns appearing.
What sort of god is he?
So,
All right.
Chris, why don't you tell
anybody
us,
else?
who else we
Yes,
take here?
yes. So we then have another sponsor. Normally Jacob would be not this Jacob, the other Jacob
We
would
have
be
two
letting
Jacobs.
us know about this, but Sirenscape. So it's another tablet-based or phone-based or computer-based, however you want to do it. Nice little program that allows you to really get into the game by adding in some awesome sound effects, music for the background. You know, if you're in a dark forest, you can have a little cackling of witches in the background. You can have the trees rustling. You can have little whoo whoo coming from the owls. It's fantastic. There's so many different settings you can get for it. You can basically choose whatever area you're in, and you'll find an abundance of different music and sound effects that you can then add in to enhance the sound and gameplay for your characters. And what we're all about here is having fun for everyone. And it definitely adds another level to it. So make sure you jump onto it and check these guys out. So that's Sirenscape. Alright, so sirenscape.com. Check them out, and you definitely won't regret it. And by the way, it is free. So it's even better. It's free.
Get
That's
out
it.
of here.
You don't even have to re-roll for it, or you don't have to do anything else. No codes, no fun.
Stop
using
stealing
it.
that slogan.
It's free. So jump on, check it out, and if you do like it, you can then spend money on extra stuff to make it even better. So jump on, check it out, guys. Other than that,
What else we
our
got?
next biggest sponsor
Yeah.
would be
There's more?
Miniature Hub.
More
I
sponsors.
know, right? Australian thing getting a heap of sponsors. Who would have
Love
thought of it?
Love it.
Dungeons and Dragons, everyone loves it. But no, miniaturehub.com.au. Alright, they are a fantastic website. You can buy miniatures from them, clearly. You can buy paints, you can buy brushes, you can buy terrain already pre-painted if you're not into that sort of stuff. They also have this pretty awesome tool on their website. It's basically a miniature finder. So you go to their homepage, you can click on their miniature finder, then you can choose what the miniature's made of, whether it's male, female, you can choose a race, you can choose a class, you can choose what it's holding, what creature type, and it'll just search through their massive library of miniatures, and you will come up with some fantastic ideas that will kick those 3D printed boys to shame. They have fantastic stuff there. Very highly detailed, pre-painted, non-painted, whatever your heart desires, basically. So yeah, check those guys out, and if you use the code Doggos, DOGGOS, alright, you can pretty much forget about Amazon, you can forget about eBay, alright, you can forget about all those American websites that are charging you a shit ton of money. Check out these Aussie blokes and girls, alright, use Doggos, get 10% off, $10 free, $10 flat rate shipping all over Australia. Check them out, alright? You're going to be fantastic. And if you do happen to spend a lot of money on with them, because it's really easy to do, alright, they have Afterpay too. So it's almost like you're not even paying for it. So just start racking that up and everyone wins, alright?
And before we go ahead, there is a PSA from the DM who's doing a certain podcast that he wants to talk about.
I am doing a podcast.
Shameless
at the moment.
plug.
Shameless
Order
plug. Yeah, I am doing a podcast at the moment, not D&D related, but if you feel like checking it out, it's called Brief and Deep. You'll find it on Spotify, Stitcher, anything you like. It's about personal development and mindset. So it's not as related to everything that we're just talking about, but if you want to check it out, go for it.
You do tend to talk about D&D a lot on your podcast.
We do talk about a little bit about D&D on the
Yeah,
podcast.
it's always
That's it.
Anyway, without further ado, let's jump right back into Omen.
That was brief indeed.
Alright, so you guys last episode ended up right out the front of, I believe it was Ovalaka's shrine,
Yes.
where you decided to punt and catapult a decapitated head of a wizard that was trying to be your friend. You tried to decapitate. Well, you did decapitate him. Nat 20 kicked him out of the entire city with a catapult. So his head is gone somewhere.
Gornsky.
And then that's sort of where we ended that last stream. It's got a bit crazy.
Yeah.
But now you're back in Omu. You've still got 2 shrines to find.
Yep.
And it is, let's say it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do?
Vegas, I must admit, that was pretty impressive.
Well, he's the one who kicked it.
Like I said, I miss playing soccer. It was fantastic. It was good. Just that nice big, straight up over the net. If it was in a game, I mean, I would have completely missed. But that's what gets the crowd crazy.
So, how many?
I don't know anything about soccer, but over the net, is it? Are you meant to go over?
Oh,
the net?
most definitely.
Oh.
Why would they make a net small if you're meant to kick it in there? There's no challenge in that. I mean,
Never played the
anyone
game.
can kick it in
Don't
there.
know. Never played it.
So, how many of these temples have you guys done now?
It's 7. We've got 2 to go.
Awesome.
Looking at our map, one's not actually too far from here. So I believe, being that it is sort of mid-afternoon,
Try and
could
smash.
be worth going in there and then maybe crashing there overnight.
Or
avoid the undead.
depends how quickly. We might try and do 2 at once.
Well, the other one we have to go across lava to get to it.
Oh, that doesn't seem too bad.
I'm not sure how we're going to go about doing that just yet, but
See how we go.
let's just go to the other one first and see how we go, deal with what's there, and
Wonderful.
let's get on our bikes.
I hop on his back. Bike!
So you're going towards the. You're heading in that direction.
You're heading towards Unks.
Heading
Heading towards
west.
So we're heading this way, west,
Heading to west down the over the
Okay.
highway.
All right.
alongside the highway.
All right. So walking along down there, given it's still a decent time of night, a decent time in the afternoon, I'd say it's pretty sort of uneventful as you're walking along. There's not a lot of people you see, not a lot of animals, creatures. You see bugs and spiders and all the regular sort of stuff that you'd expect walking through the jungle in a sort of a semi-abandoned city. But you continue along, and it takes you probably about 15-20 minutes to walk over there. And as you arrive at the front of the shrine, you notice that there are swirly carvings that are decorating 2 obelisks at the entrance of this compound. An overgrown courtyard lies under the shade of tall palms. Stone doors seal the entrance to a windowless shrine with a smaller ruin standing nearby.
Oh, that's the other one.
I'm gonna go have a quick look in the other room.
Come
Just
I'll
see
come with you.
what's in there.
Come with you.
Best to go in pairs.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
Basically
Fergus, you come with me.
So you're going to that
You
little
lead the
smaller
way.
So
room
yeah,
down there.
Fergus and I are
Yep.
just gonna head on into the
Okay.
little shrine, have a poke.
Alright. So as you take a look around that sort of smaller ruins there, I haven't got the cam.
Didn't even plug it in.
Wait till we plug the cam in.
What good are ya?
We'll have a map up on stream very soon for anyone watching and not sure what we're talking about.
Technical
We forgot to put the
difficulties.
cam in.
Sorry, we're moving through a tunnel.
Yes. Bubbly bubby. Anyway, so while you're walking towards that ruin, you start to notice that it's pretty broken down. So it looks like it used to be a decently chunky sort of cube-shaped building. The entire roof of it has collapsed in.
Like shelved, pretty much.
Yeah, so the roof of it is sort of collapsed in. It now looks like sort of a thick mass of plants that are growing from the rubble.
Yep.
Through the sort of plants and moss, you see along the walls, hanging on hooks, you see hundreds of iron keys. Hanging
Inside this thing.
inside this ruin. There's
Okay.
hundreds of iron keys. Some are bent, some are broken, some look rusted beyond repair. The rest kind of look serviceable. None of them are particularly standing out to you though.
All right. Can I maybe just grab one of the serviceable ones? I guess.
Sure you can, yeah.
Are they just like? Can I just like reach up and pull one down? Is
Go
it
here,
sort
bro.
of-
Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
hanging on hooks, so
Okay,
you can
yeah,
just
cool.
reach. You can just pull them off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take one of the serviceable.
Yeah, one of the
ones,
serviceable keys.
hoping that might help, and then I'll.
Hey, speaking, lift your head up.
Hey guys,
Stay there forever.
I found some keys. One of them. There's a few of them that seem like they could work. Just maybe go check the front door, see if there's a. It needs a key.
Yeah, I'll head
It's
over.
a bit odd to have keys out here if we don't need.
I walk up to the front door.
Okay. All right. So as you approach the front door, you notice that once again, it seems very common at most of these shrines that there's just a large stone door, looks super heavy, pretty much the same as all the other shrines have been constructed because they're built around the same sort of time. You can probably imagine that you probably just have to lift it.
Is there a keyhole?
Is there a keyhole?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Atrocious.
10.
Looking,
minimum.
looking at the door, you can pretty comfortably see that there's no keyhole.
I don't really know what they look like, but this wall was flat.
Okay.
So, what's the keyhole?
It's just like a little slit that usually goes through a door, and there's usually some sort of mechanism inside. And the
Okay.
key activates the mechanism, it releases the lock, and then you can usually go through.
Well, don't have any of that.
I have a key. I've got Max.
Is that a key?
Ditto. No, hold my hammer.
These usually open up doors.
Well, look, we might as well do it like we've done the other ones and sort of try and lift it, I guess.
Like how you asked the guy that installs doors in real life what a door is.
Yeah. That's the joke. I wanted an expert opinion.
Knows everything.
Yeah, I'll read it for 4 hours.
Okay, so you're trying to use the axe on the door, are you?
No, he said to lift it, so I suppose we can try to lift it up.
Yeah.
Can I look around for like a long bit of timber or like a plank or something?
Yeah, sure. You can look around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Why, yeah, you got it.
Investigation. That is mod 20.
Okay, so looking around, you don't happen to see any sort of large bits of timber that look like they could be sort of fashioned into being like strong enough to do it. But you do happen to see just sort of over to the side of the compound, you see sort of a large enough stone that might be able to be wedged underneath. It's about a half your height, and it looks pretty heavy as well though. So
Any trees or anything around?
there are trees, but they're all kind of like shrub level trees. Nothing really strong enough enough to hold up a big stone door. No. The stone door looks like it would weigh about 600 pounds.
Can I try and push that stone, see if it moves?
Yeah, sure. The one that's not attached to the door or the door?
No, the one that's on its own.
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Give me a strength check to try and push the stone.
18.
Yeah, so pushing the stone, as you sort of move, you do get it moving a little bit. It's going to be hard to lift, but pushing it and dragging it seems to be working okay.
It'll roll something.
It sort of rolls and chunks along. Yeah, you get it moving. Yep.
Alright. We're going to lift this door or
Probably
Maybe we
you
can,
and Drask could probably be able to do it.
lift it and get this storm underneath?
I'm
hold
not
door
the
up?
strongest, but I might be able to help. But
Let's go.
Before we open, I'm going to get the stone as close to that boulder as close to the door as
Spit
possible.
acid.
If you guys can get it up, I'll try and push it under for you.
Alright,
Alright,
ready?
got it up.
Alright,
Alright, let's lift the door now. Alright, so I'll bend down.
Pissing into it.
Bend the knees. Yeah, alright.
Put the weight belt
All
on.
right. So as you guys go to push the stone, whoever's helping out gives a strength check.
I think it's just.
I would like to, as I bend down to lift it, I get the back nice and straight, bend the legs, bum's almost touching the ground. As I go to lift, I poop. That was a bad one.
So you
Describes his own fan.
It was bad.
you literally, it was too heavy for you, and you managed to shit yourself in the process.
What the hell is this?
Haven't you ever heard the saying of a lizard man shits in the woods? I walk away. Go get some leaves. Try and clean up.
How did you eat rat last?
That
is-
Yeah.
My
I'll be
goodness.
back, guys.
That is
Should
not
we-
fair.
Should we all try together and hopefully not?
Maybe you clean
Bow.
yourself up first and then we
I'm gonna
try again.
look around for some leaves and hopefully notice some water over there and go give myself a clean.
Give me a nature check.
Poison ivy.
Fuck.
Ripperinos.
Nature. Actually, I'm mod one.
Okay. So as you look around, you manage to find sort of a bunch of leaves, that look pretty promising as sort of a wiping utensil, and as you sort of
wipe.
as you pick it up and you go for a wipe, you wipe it on. It's pretty smooth, pretty comfortable, but for the next sort of couple of minutes, you start to feel a little weird.
Oh no.
and you start to get this stinging sensation where you've been wiping.
Guys, water. Help.
What's wrong?
I wiped myself with some leaves.
Okay.
It stings. It hurts.
You don't
And you
have.
just see little tears coming out, like this big, strong bloody lizard man, and just see little tears coming. It hurts, guys. Come on.
You feel the stinging start to spread throughout your body a little bit more.
Oh man. And I'm just like scratching my ass cheeks.
As
what
it
did
sort
you
of
do?
goes down, as it goes down the outside of your legs, you still feel the stinging, but then it sort of leads and you start feeling a slight paralysis.
Can't even help with that.
Guys.
Your legs are starting to feel like jelly. It's becoming hard to stand.
Okay.
Okay, see, always like
I can't
this.
feel my legs.
I don't know.
Help.
Help! I can't get
Help
up.
me.
I think
Liz.
you've. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna look at
Liz.
the bush that he was grab the leaves from.
Yeah.
Do I notice anything about the bush, like what type of bush it is?
Give me an edge check.
I think I'm fucking negative on nature. No, I'm not. Perfect. 14.
Okay. So, looking at the bush, you notice that it looks like a fairly standard bush, but looking closer, you see all over the leaves, you see these tiny little red caterpillars that are like no bigger than the size of like half your pinky finger,
Yeah.
but they're like covering these leaves. It's like a pepper. It's basically all over the
Yeah.
leaves. Yeah.
Pep it all over the leaves.
Yeah.
Would I know that like this would wear off eventually, or?
Having a look at those small insects, you haven't seen any of those particular ones around Omu before.
Yeah.
You can only assume they're everywhere because they're abundant on this leaf. You just
Yeah.
haven't looked close enough. But they look small enough that they'd be harmless. But given the fact that he's starting to
Yeah.
feel a bit of paralysis, you're probably not sure about how strong the toxins really are.
So these things are biting into him, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try something.
I think you might be right. I think you might just have to wait for it
Help
to
me.
wear off.
So like bend over.
Do you happen to know it has to wait, or do we
At this
have
point,
to?
your legs have become so paralyzed that you basically can't stand. You got to kind of sit there as your lower body starts to become stinging as well. And
So
you start-
I've attempted
getting
to bend
paralysed.
over so they can help, and then I suppose my legs just kind of give out, and I'm just like
Yeah.
falling to the ground in like
Yeah.
the upward dog pose or whatever you want to call
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Hands and knees up
Guys,
in the air.
help!
I think it might just wear off eventually,
Yes.
unless you got something to help him.
Well,
I don't know.
I can cast creatures to eat the things on his leg, but
I'm pretty sure they're in his butt. That's why he can't.
well, there are holes that they can get into, yes.
You do you.
So that's more up to him.
Help!
Do you want to try and open that door again?
Help!
Yeah, I can.
He seems to be a bit.
What have I done?
Try some of this, and I throw
Oh,
like
yes.
I throw like a jar of that insect repellent, the balm with the insect repellent.
Oh, thank you.
Try that.
I
See
just
how
like
that goes.
squirt the whole thing onto my hand. I'm just like
Lather-
right all over my
lather it
arm, in the crack everywhere, just all over.
And while that's going, I'm gonna go and see if I can open that door. again.
I'll give.
I'm gonna
you a
give
hand
him a
trying to
hand.
open the door.
So, give
Being
me a
aware we
medicine
can probably
check while you
talk
do
together.
that.
What? I've died.
Mod 0.
12.
So as you do that, you manage to apply it to all of the affected areas, and you feel this cool sensation sort of coming over your body where the bites had been. Then it's no longer stinging, and you start to feel the stinging is sort of subsiding.
Oh, Fergus, I love you.
And as you sort of
Alright.
remove your hand back from all the places you've been wiping, your hand is looking like it's covered in just like a sea of these red, these sort of red caterpillars, but they're all dead from the insect repellent. So you've managed to kill them off.
Oh, that's a.
Demi,
Yo.
come.
No.
It's these.
Okay.
They're bad.
I don't know what they are.
You don't want them near you.
Then I just take a couple steps away from it.
And then I wipe them.
Summon great demon.
As you guys get up to that front door,
Yeah, shit.
give me a strength check to see if you can lift it.
I help him now as well.
Alright.
13.
13.
17.
I'll help you guys when I'm.
Okay.
We're averages.
Yay.
So
Plus nothing.
As you start to sort of pull it up and lift,
Yeah.
you guys manage to get it into the air without sort of too much effort.
Ah, cool.
You're pretty strong, and you manage to get it into the air.
Group effort. Yeah.
and it's sort of holding up. It's the way as you lift it, you actually realise it doesn't go straight up and down. It's more like on a heavy hinge, so it's kind of like swinging out behind you.
Yeah.
So,
So we're going to push.
so you either push forward or you can pull behind you. It's on like a big hinge.
If we pull it out to like behind us,
Yeah,
like towards us,
Whack us in.
does it hold itself up, or do we have to prop it up?
it does not hold itself up.
Well, I grab my hammer and I put the big end on the ground and I use the handle to hold it up.
Yep.
And then while that's holding it up, I'm going to get that big rock and slide it underneath, so then I can like put it there and take my hammer out.
Okay, that's a fairly decent idea. Give me an intelligence check to see how well you pull it off.
10.
Oh look, it's not the first time you've chopped open a door, so I'll give you advantage.
10. 8. So 10 it is.
So maybe you don't remember back to the first time you've chopped open a door.
Door? What's a door?
As you sort of do that, you manage to sort of try to chop it open. You turn around to grab the rock and you try to start pushing it. As you do that, you notice the door give way and your hammer goes flying into the shrine, like getting pushed in.
As the door's about to close,
Fuck's sake.
as the door's about to close, I'm going to misty step into the place.
Okay,
So I'm kind of following after his hammer.
that's cool.
So
You can do that.
Fucking hell.
I'm inside.
My fucking good hammer.
So pretty much what happens, you see my weak little tiefling body try to hold it up, and as I realise, like, oh shit, it's coming back, I'm like, nah.
Does it swing back and forth like one of those gantry doors?
In a way, yes. But it comes to rest pretty quickly after it sort of gets a few swings on it. Yeah.
So I pick up Fergus's hammer,
Yeah.
and I do like the whole like, because I got like 8 strength.
Are you even strong enough to lift it?
I don't know. Like I'm having my four moment here. I'm Captain America trying to lift this fucking hammer up.
So as you try to lift it, you have an immense struggle, and it's just not moving. To you, it's like Merlin with this, and Arthur with the sword.
It's not coming. You are not worthy.
Drask, you gonna give us a hand?
I don't know.
Are you? You feel up to it again?
Can you feel your legs?
Trying.
My legs can't feel your legs.
Can I feel my legs yet?
You start to regain a lot of things. It's still a bit jelly, but they're becoming stronger.
I walk up and and then I stumble and sort of grab onto
what if
Fergus. Alright.
What if you two lift it and I'll
Okay.
put a stone under?
Yeah.
You can do that.
Let's give it a crack and I'll do the exact same thing.
You guys give me a strength check to lift
Legs
the door.
down.
Alright,
Let's
one
go.
side I'm gonna do fireball.
Ready?
Kind of light up.
Okay.
So that's
Set.
what's going on.
Lift.
Go!
Yay!
Hey!
14.
It was strength check?
Yeah.
23.
Okay.
So nat 20. 23.
And
So
you
I'm
guys
gonna-
managed to lift it up pretty
That's
easily.
how it was meant
I
to
was
go.
putting
You're
that.
gonna push the stone in. Give me a strength check to move the stone.
Double.
11.
11. So the stone's pretty heavy, and you can't manage to sort of roll it forward.
I don't
So
have help buttons.
looks like so you might need a bit of a hand.
I can't. Demi, can you come out and help me?
I'm like inside the.
That's alright.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got this, Fergus.
The door's open. You can probably
Oh,
go.
hey guys! I got this.
If I let go of some of the weight, has Drask got the door?
Dress.
With a 23?
The net 23.
Just hold the door.
I
I'm gonna just grab the bottom, fucking just drag it underneath the door.
Like dripping down. Like,
Alright, you managed to get the boulder under, and it's now chocked open. You can let go.
You can do it.
So I'm
Oh, that
not,
was
not,
fucking-
not the strongest guy.
That was
around.
fucking harder than it needed to be.
I got your hammer.
Oh, thanks.
I can't move your hammer.
He's not strong enough.
It's not that heavy, it only weighs like 2 pounds.
Oh what? Not that weak.
It's not a big fight, it's just like a normal.
No, I thought it was like a heavy one-hander, like being an old paladin.
Two-handed.
no.
No, it's just Warhammer, they weigh 2 pounds.
Oh shit.
Here, train
Right, well,
Alright,
What are we doing here?
What's in here?
So as you get in, as you're sort of walking under the
It's
door
a duck.
on your way in, as you sort of duck under the door, looking up behind you on the door, you see an inscription.
Yeah.
On the inscription, you see in old Ironwood once again, you see.
And we have Jacob translate.
Hey, Paxi, what's that say?
Hey, Bucks, what does it say?
That says, Unk urges us to contrast all options before acting.
All options.
Right. We need to make a decision. A good one.
Alright, so I think it means we need to try every single option before it will open.
Think of everything. Think of every option. Not try every option.
But it said,
Can we
sure, it
see
said we
through, or
need
is
to
it,
try every option.
is it dark in?
It says
No, because if you try the one, might not
Unfold
work.
urges us to contrast all
You need to
options.
think of every option.
It
and then
doesn't
pick the
seem
correct one.
too dark. Like
Alright.
there are some bits of
You
light
take
coming
the
through,
lead.
and he's also lit it up with a.
I'm gonna
Firebolt.
I still pull out my torch. My magic torch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cast
he's got
light.
torch.
Yep. Okay, so looking around in there, it's a large chamber. You see a statue of a giant snail looming before you.
What the hell's that?
In place of its antennae
Food.
is it has 5 pseudopods ending in rocky clubs. So you've got, instead of antennas, you've got these like little clubs that are coming off.
It's like that old like Animorphs.
Yeah.
like,
Along
game.
the walls, 6 iron keys hang in small niches above stone plinths. Behind the statue, a carved pedestal is in a wide alcove, has a keyhole set into its base.
Okay.
Right. So one of these keys opens that box.
Like I said, you try every key and it will open.
Well, I
But
grabbed
if
the key. I grabbed the key from out the front.
Okay.
Does this key look like any of these keys on the wall? Like if I just walk up to one, pull it off, and like compare them, hold them up against each other, do they look similar? Or
From what you can tell, they look like they're made from similar people, similar design. All of them have different teeth
like
structures.
little teeth structures. Okay.
Doesn't look like there's any duplicates either.
Okay. Does it look like? Since I'm holding them up, does it look like if I hold one of the ones off the wall against the one that I pulled from outside?
Yeah.
Does it look like the teeth lines up anywhere along with those ones, or?
In a way, not really. Like some of them are in the same spot, some of them aren't. They don't look. It doesn't look like they come in any. Like it doesn't look like they're similar enough at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Didn't you guys hide least?
Okay. I'll send that.
Curious as to why these keys are outside if there's keys in here.
Maybe that key was to open the door.
You said there wasn't a keyhole. on the door.
Oh.
But there weren't any keyholes outside.
Well, the door was pushed in and out. Why would I need a keyhole?
Oh. I don't know.
You need to be careful for.
Why would you have a key outside?
Maybe if they were using here.
Can I go up
It
to the
said
pedestal
all
and
options. Maybe an option might have been there.
have a look
Yeah,
at
it's
it and
possible.
see if maybe if it looks like it's trapped in any way?
Yeah.
A few of the others have sort of been triggered or trapped up and shit. So.
Does that key look the same?
The key that I pulled off the wall looks like it was made by a similar. The same person may have designed the key, but it doesn't. They're not the same key.
Oh.
So I just want to look at the
Need a body
pedestal,
dice, man.
see, like, because some of them have opened, some haven't really had anything. Like, I just sort of want to investigate the
keys.
pedestal and see if there's
pre-keying properly.
any sort of mechanism or trap or something on it.
Okay. Well, if you, as you start to get each of the keys, like as you sort of look at all the keys that are on the wall, you do notice that the keys themselves, when you're looking at them sort of side by side, you start to notice there's actually a pattern on the designs of the handles,
Okay.
which means that there could be something to do with overlapping.
Yeah.
But you start to notice a particular sort of theme about them.
Okay.
What do you see?
Well, as I said, the key that I had outside and the one that it looked like they could be made by the same person. It makes sense being that they're in the same place. Looking up at the pedestal, you said there's a keyhole on the pedestal.
Yeah.
Does it look like the key that I have from outside would fit nicely into that keyhole, or whether it's maybe too thin?
It looks like it would fit. But you can try it, and it may not be the right key. But you
Yeah.
can try.
The fact that there are keys in here makes me think that key may not be the right key. And
But
the
the
contrast
says
of the
we should-
options.
We should weigh up all our options. Maybe all those keys outside are part of it. Maybe all these ones in here are red herrings.
Or maybe we need all of these keys
Maybe.
at once.
Are there any like symbols or pictures or engravings of where the keys are sitting? You see they're sitting on top of like
Yeah, so they are.
an alcove. Sort
They're
of thing?
there's 6 iron keys, and they're hanging in small niches above some stone plinths.
Is there any specific design to them, or do all the plinths look the same? All the keyholes look the same? All the keys look the same?
Are they all the keys?
Different designs. on
All the
them.
keys have different designs on them, made around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But where they're sitting, all looks the same.
They all look similar, pretty much where they're all sitting. Yeah.
Nothing distinguishable. Okay.
Nothing distinguishable, and yeah, nothing. It seems like there's something that the pattern has something to do with how they look together.
How about let's try something. Let's grab all the keys.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that it looks like there's a pattern or something.
Yeah.
I want to maybe try and start overlaying them on each other to see if I can match this pattern up at all.
Yeah, cool. So as you start to do that, you get like 2 or 3 of them in the right order.
Yeah.
The other 2 kind of look a bit weird, but you start to sort of move them around and look around, and you get to a point where you actually notice that that along the top of these keys you can see this sort of these silver markings.
Yeah.
And as you join them all together, you actually notice the shape of a snail on the top. As they
cool.
sort of all join
That's
together.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so only when they're all together next to each other, you notice the shape of the snail edged in.
Is that pattern on all, like, does all 6 lined up make the full image, or does it look like there's still parts of the image missing?
It looks like there's probably one part of the image missing, which would be the antennas. Yeah.
Right. So we need to find that key. What about the one you picked from outside?
If I put the one I picked from outside
Yeah.
with those as well, does it?
The one you got
Does it
from
have a
outside
pattern on it?
looks very similar to them, but doesn't actually have any pattern on the top of it.
I'm gonna head out to the ruins and look for things that have a pattern on it.
Sure.
So I'm gonna remember what the snail's head looks like.
Yep.
I'm gonna head up there and try.
I'm
and
going
find
to join you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so given there's a few hundred on the wall, when you get to that old shrine, it's fortunate that you have something to look for, because it makes it a lot easier to sort through this pile.
100%.
You're able to sort of get through probably about 5 or 10 each a minute. So, given you've been there for a few minutes, we could say that you've comfortably probably found a few that have markings on the top.
Doggos, I've got 3 here.
Right, I got a few here too.
Now, as you sort of take them back into the main shrine and start trying to match them, give me a intelligence check to see if you pick the right one.
Oh, I'm
Both of us?
Yeah.
Straight in.
Fuck you. 12. 9. The ones that I'm good at.
So,
Yeah, same, and I fucking roll a 4.
As he's looking at it,
yeah,
my eyes are going to glow,
yeah,
and I'm going to use Fashion Genius to
Yeah.
give him an extra 4 on
okay,
his ability check.
So 16.
So
Okay.
16.
Thanks, bud.
sure. So,
Hopefully that'll help.
you are pretty confident that the key that you've got, you think you found the right one.
I think it's this one, guys.
Fergus, you're pretty confident the one that you found is the right one.
I
You
think
could
this one
decide.
might be the right one.
Oh, I gotta line mine up
Why
with
don't,
the
we
snail.
just, why don't we just try them both?
Does mine line up perfectly?
Yours lines up as perfectly as you think it does.
See?
I tried mine. Does mine line
So
up?
I'm holding it in there, just
Everyone's pretty convinced by
We're-
his as well, and
We're
convinced by
comparing
yours.
keys here.
I'd like to walk up to them and go, I know how we can figure this out. Put the keys down. Put the keys down. Okay. No, yeah. I hand them both an axe.
what's this going to solve, Drask?
Back in my hometown, if we couldn't decide, we go down to the
Take a
axe.
swing at him.
Whoever bleeds first is wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes. Many times it's solved so many problems.
5 up.
But yes, but given that you're both pretty convinced that your key's the right one,
each other.
Yeah.
everybody else is pretty convinced that both of you may be right about something. It probably comes down to who can convince the group the most about which one should be used.
Well, if these two look the same, then
Maybe
maybe there's
option.
maybe there's another one that looks better.
Because how many heads does how many snaily shit?
Is there anything that discerns these two keys from each other, or do they look?
They've got just various markings on them. One of them has probably more of the little eye clubs on it than the other one. The other one looks a bit more rusted and older.
Mine doesn't.
One of them looks like it hasn't been used before. The rest do look like they've been used before.
Mine's not really old, so it might have been fresher.
Could be. But if this cube's been here for a while, the key would have not been used for
True.
decades.
Well, why can't we just try them? Like,
Oh, we could try and both, but what if something bad happens if you use the wrong one?
I'm not turning into another animal again.
what happened then?
Well, you turn into an animal.
No,
The last time you got turned into stone.
Yeah, that's true.
You get it wrong, you could die.
Be sure about this.
Is there anything, can I do like a quick loop of just the statue and see if there's anything on the statue that stands out, looks like it might be like a keyhole or a clue or something that stands out?
Okay. Yeah, so as you sort of encircle the statue, and you get sort of round to the back of it, and you start looking a little bit more at the keyhole, you notice that on the back of it, there are sets of eyes on the back of the statue. And as you walk by, they seem to follow your movements. You
Have
can
you
currently
guys-
see 4 sets of eyes.
You guys seen these eyes back here?
Eyes. What eyes?
Come have a look.
Right.
When he comes around to the back of the statue, do I see the eyes go off me to him, or do they stay on me, or
So
50-50? Or
yeah, about 50-50, they kind of look at you both.
What's going on, guys?
maybe these have got something to do with it. Maybe they show you which key is which. I grab one of the keys.
I grab mine.
Is there anything on the key? Has the key got like a big round handle or something?
Yeah,
on
big
it?
round handle.
Is that the same like diameter as the eyes on the?
Oh, it's probably similar size, yeah.
If I hold up the eyelet to one of the eyes, does it do anything?
It's as you get closer, it starts to sort of close its eye a little bit.
I walk over and I do that, but I don't go as close, and I just go like that to see if the other eye reacts.
As you bring your key out, you notice all 4 of them stare directly towards the key.
Looks like this is the one.
Give it a go then.
Let's try it. I'll take his key, put it with mine, so I've got 7 keys together now, I guess. Does this look like it'll fit better into that key slot on the pedestal?
Yeah, it looks like it probably fits. Yeah.
Prepare yourselves, guys. Could be our
Fine.
best bet.
I'm gonna go back and pick up my axes.
I'll put the key in and try and unlock it, I guess.
Okay. So as you put that key in and you begin to turn it, you hear a click
Yeah.
and you start to smell this smell.
Yeah. What the fuck?
This smell is
Drats,
starting to.
did you
It's,
shit
it's sort of.
yourself
It's emanating from a similar place as those eyes, and you notice, looking back towards that area, the eyes on that statue are no longer there.
Alright, what's happening, guys?
I don't know.
I put the key in and there's this foul smell coming on, and the eyes appear to be.
I'm resistant to poison. Is this poisonous?
No,
Is the
Okay.
box unlocked and opened?
it is not.
Guys,
Quick, take the key out.
guys,
Yeah.
it doesn't smell like poison, so
Take the key out.
Okay, cool.
Maybe your key wasn't
Yeah.
the right key.
As you take the key out, the stench still remains.
at least we got the
Yes.
door open.
You notice that as you start to breathe it in, you start to succumb to some hallucinogenic effects.
Shit.
Oh man,
Lovely.
here we go, fam.
Inside your mind, you start to feel like you're being compelled to walk to the corners of the room. Each of you to a different corner. Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Yeah.
Each of you to a different corner.
This is a type of magic, right?
In a sense, yeah.
Can we, those that know magic, try and resist? As a DM discretion.
This one, no.
Okay, cool.
This one you can't. This one's part of the
Any
shrine.
particular corner that we're walking?
Is it?
You're all walking to a separate corner.
Is this like I need to go to this corner, or it's kind of like, oh, you'd be better off if you were kind of over
You're
in that
feeling
corner.
like I need to be in that corner.
Like I need. Like,
Yeah, it's like you're like I need to be there. That's what.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I think there's a keyhole over here on my side. Like,
Yeah, that's how you're feeling at the moment. Yeah.
I like. I'm kind of liking this corner over here.
Okay.
My corner's better than yours. Look how much bigger it is.
The temperature over here and the humidity is quite nice over here. It's quite pleasant. There's nice.
So as you get to the
breeze from
corners
Mm.
and you're sort of looking in towards the walls,
Yeah.
the rest of the room around you seems to become magically dark. So it's just like super darkness.
darkness.
Apart from the corners that you're in.
Hey guys, where are you?
In those corners, you in your mind, you feel like you're in a spotlight. So you can't see anyone else around, but you can see yourself.
Hold on. Come on, my darling. Come on, come on, right time.
And looking at those walls, you notice on either side of the thing, you see a set of eyes looking back at you, and a stench gets pretty strong, and the eyes start coming out of the wall and forming into a face, into a body, into a full-blown, like sort of blue claws, humanoid-looking creature. You all are seeing one. It's pretty ghastly, and you notice that on each of it, you've all got one in front of you, has this strange-looking blue triangle on its forehead.
What the hell are those things?
Guys,
Can you see this?
see what's happening here?
And
Are we still conscious that like we're still in like the main?
You can audibly
temple?
hear each other, but you
Yeah.
can't
Like
visibly
the
see
muffles.
each other, and you've got no idea where each other is.
I-
You're kind of
I-
like
What is
disoriented.
this?
I like kind of like sit down in the corner. I pull out my quarter stuff to kind of like back away, like kind of like that whole like horror film like.
This coming out of the walls, yeah.
Yeah, coming out of the walls towards you.
Do they look aggressive?
Well, they're coming out sort of like into your, so like say your face is sort of here, the walls there.
Oh,
They come towards you. They're coming towards you, and like just sort of
that's my nightmare.
right in front
That's
of
what
you, and they're just
nose to nose.
they're just staring like into the camera, and you just see them sort of open their mouth, and you see this like long
Shakira.
tongue just start to sort of come towards you, and it'll just like licks down your face.
They grab the tongue.
Fergus, I've seen this blue triangle before. Do you remember what it is?
As you grab the tongue, you can roll initiative.
Oh no!
We saw it with the pyre. I can't remember what it was.
Fuck yes, thank you. Good roll. Fucking 25.
Hey, I agree. I've heard of these things before.
They're cannibals. Get away.
They're down near Mesro.
I'm gonna hold up the key that I have because I have the key.
Yeah.
Does showing the key to it do anything? Does it?
Showing the key to the one that's
So I'm-
in front of you.
I'm just like
As it stops licking down your face, it pulls its tongue back and it wraps it around the key, and it starts to like pull it off you with the tongue.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna allow that.
So just quietly remind me of the scene in The Mummy where the mummy returns and the guy's got all the crosses and he's like,
I'm gonna try to not let him do that and hold on to the key.
Is that the key that failed?
Well, with the
Yeah, but that's
with the
the
resistance that
extra
you're pulling
Yeah.
on it, you notice it starts to pull a little bit harder, and
Yeah.
instead of just being like a very inquisitive stare at you,
Yeah.
you start to see it starting to anger.
Okay.
Careful, they like meat.
The cannibals get away.
I don't really want to let him take the key.
fight him.
Fine.
I'm not gonna let him. I'm gonna stop him from taking the key. I'm
Right.
like, this is my chance to get this fucking puzzle cube.
All right, so as you pull it
Pulling
back
it
off
back.
him, you can roll initiative.
I'm so like freaked out.
The one that just licked your face,
15.
it's got like a long, really long tongue, like long
Yeah.
tongue,
I don't need more descriptions
thin,
because I'm
long
already
thin
freaked
tongue,
out.
fork on the end,
Oh
touching your face,
no!
and it starts to sort of like go down the side of your nose, and then it starts to like go into your nose, and you just feel this weird wet
Do
tongue.
I feel compelled to be in this corner?
You still do feel compelled, yeah.
It's gonna misty step. Be like, ah, fuck you!
Misty step into the wall.
Knock yourself out.
I really take that though. I'm just gonna like hold and just be like, because I have no fucking clue what any of this is, and I'm just like,
Standing there for quite a while.
and okay,
You
so
notice it stops licking you, and just sort of stands there and just watches you now.
and I just go,
As you do that, you see it raise its hand and you go,
hey, I got my own horn.
and then it sort of lowers its hand back again and just sort of regains composure and just remains staring at you. Your one. As it sort of continues looking down your face as well, it gets a sort of you see its face start to screw up a little bit and it's just like pull back its tongue like it's tasted something it
It's your shit.
doesn't quite like. You notice as its tongue retracts, on the front of its tongue there's like 3 little caterpillars that have managed to stay on your body that have gone onto his tongue, and you see it's like his tongue sort of just hanging outside his mouth like it's like
Oh,
loose, and
he's
just-
Jar Jar Binks.
and he's just sort of just standing there like, and you see he's just looking at you just almost disgusted with what he's tasting because it doesn't feel normal to him.
I'd like to look back at it. Stick out my tongue.
Yeah.
The same thing. It's got
Yeah.
a fork on it. I'm gonna lick its nose. I'm gonna lick its triangle
It's triangle.
and then look back and go.
As you do that, you get a strange feeling that comes over to you temporarily.
Oh,
you get
no.
a feeling that
Good one.
you are
Not again.
that you really, really need to eat some flesh.
Ah, for fuck's sake, actually.
Good one.
Good one, dickhead.
This is what, the second time this has happened.
Well, last one I ate stuff. I was just
Yeah.
He's got the cannibalism back.
What does he do?
He licked the triangle, and now he's like, I must eat flesh.
Yeah, he looks
There's-
fucking triangle.
Does that thing
The
look
guy
like it
looks
has
sick, he
flesh?
gets a caterpillar on his tongue goes numb, so he looks
Or is it
fucking
just
triangle.
more like
Yeah,
apples?
it's fucking
It looks ghastly in a sense. It looks. I'll show you what it looks like. They look like this.
Oh, that's
delicious.
that looks like something you see in the forest at night.
Yeah,
Mhm.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just gonna keep looking at it in disgust. And
So, wait, do you have the urge to eat, or was that temporary?
I don't know.
You have an overwhelming sense that you need to eat flesh, and in your mind, humanoid flesh is what you're looking for. But seeing that you have this feeling come over you, your one sort of steps back, regains composure, stands there, and just resumes watching you.
Do I still have the feeling I need to be in that corner?
You no longer have that feeling compelling you.
Alright.
And the magical darkness that you had around you has dropped.
Oh,
How much do you weigh?
Focus.
Me, I'll tell you in just a sec. I'm pretty
How much do
fucking
you
heavy.
weigh?
I don't know, he's actually human though. Just so you know.
What? A tiefling's humanoid?
210 pounds.
Alright. But you're more muscular, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 6'7".
That's a bit chilly.
105.
I'm
I'm skinny.
skinny bones. I need to pick my teeth out. What do you weigh?
Like 70 kilos.
Yeah, max 70.
Like,
Small.
I'm a very thin boy. I'm the opposite of what I am in real life.
He's probably your meatiest looking target.
Yeah. So when I can now look around, so I just see all 3 of them sort of staring at their blue things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you no longer have the darkness? Fuck you.
Given that you guys are in combat,
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, yeah, 25.
Wait, what?
15.
15. Let's put these.
Battle
Do
map.
you wanna
Put these
Battle
guys in
map.
front of you. Well, you're just going to be in a square versus square now. You can't really go on there, so you just put them in front of each other, I guess.
Yeah. Let's do it.
you can be in that corner. I'll be in this corner.
No, you do it that way.
Yeah.
Triangle.
Yeah, well, that sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
I think he's actually going to draw it out.
Yeah, actually drawing it. I'm just going to do the glass.
Oh, did you guys see the new trailers for Disney shows? What? The new trailers for the new Disney TV shows?
Nope.
They're like Captain America and Soldier and all that.
So I've gone down here. Bit of back that.
Yeah. You told me this battle was shallow.
Let them go. The map masters. It's not very big.
So are they like in the corner with us, like occupying the same space?
Basically, yeah, they're half in the wall, half
It's
out.
like
of the
there's
wall.
every horror film, like
Yeah.
Asylum.
They're like coming through the wall at you.
Like-
yeah.
I'm gonna have a fear of that. I'm gonna fucking mess you at 5 a.m. I'm gonna wake up like, mother.
So
At
even
least I
though
create good monsters.
It's great. Because it's like, because what you do is you pick things that you've seen in real life. And you're like,
so even though we're still like we're about to engage with them, I guess, are we still in darkness?
You
Still-
feel
we still
compelled.
feel compelled to be.
You
in
feel
this
like you feel like in your mind you can hear the others, but
corner?
to you this is kind of the only place you can be in the world right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Game time.
game time.
All right. Let me check their initiatives. Cool. Okay. So what was yours again? Yours was at 12?
15.
15. All right. 15. Cool. So
You can use your initiative trackers.
okay.
That's what they're for.
Alright.
Oh shit, son.
The AFLW media wrote a bingo thing for everyone that hates AFLW.
Nice.
My turn? Sweet.
You're up, Fergus.
As a bonus action, I will cast Magic Weapon and oh shit, wrong screen. And then I'll take a swing at it with my hammer.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, so let me just check that that's... Okay, cool. That's 20... 26 to hit.
26 hit. That hits.
Yep, and that's 5, that's 10, that's 11 damage.
11 damage.
Yep.
Yep.
And then multi-attack, bitches, and take another swing at him. That is 18 to hit.
That hits.
That's 8 damage.
8 damage. So total, what did you get? Sorry. You had 8 and you had, what was the other one? 13.
Yeah.
8, 13, 21. Cool.
What is your plus?
It's normally +7 with magic weapons, so you get an extra +1 to attack and to damage.
So as you do that, you sort of hit it pretty hard, and you notice that it starts to
It's considered a magic weapon as well.
Yeah. You notice that it sort of it takes them on board, and you hear it make it let out a sort of a shriek like a
Yeah.
And with that, you haven't seen this yet, but you would see it.
Mm-hmm.
You would see it. You would see it. The other 3 that are around you guys go back into the wall, move slightly to the side. You notice them pop out behind you and running in the direction of the shriek.
So the one that was in front of me is now running towards him.
Yeah, and you can no longer see it. You can't see yours. You can see them all running towards him.
I'm gonna roll initiative to join.
Sure.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so he's what
okay,
behind me and
natural
coming out?
20.
That way?
22.
So I've got 2 more. Here's 2 more. And they've all run over to join.
I'm just going to put them all behind everybody.
Yeah.
22 for me.
10.
22.
There.
22. Okay.
There you go. I've just put them behind us. Or your turn. So
Got Drax.
whilst this one's disappeared from in front of me, I'm still compelled to be in this corner.
You right there, please?
We've got Drask. What's your new character's name?
Demi.
Demi, that's it.
Demi.
More.
Demi Moore.
Demi. It's alright if you remember for a couple of
As long as
episodes.
your next character.
Ouch.
So I'm still compelled to be in the corner though,
You're compelled to be in the corner, yeah.
even though it's not.
You know what?
different.
I'm gonna become king of this fucking place. This is prove you wrong.
Didn't you try that with them?
No.
So,
Fun with other places.
given that that shriek has happened,
Yep.
this is G1, right? Was it
Yeah,
G1?
Yeah.
that's G1.
Yeah.
He
What's G6?
goes.
You suck my scrubber.
He goes for a bite attack on you.
You go for it, get fucked.
I can read your mind, Derry.
That's a nat 20.
Shield.
Where's Pax
Shield?
with his cancel?
Yeah,
nat 20s?
gone. See you later, buddy.
Oh, I cancelled that.
How big's your shield?
Adds 5, so it puts my
Right, to
AC
25.
up to.
I agree with Tim. Pax cancel that net 20.
Pax would have cancelled that nat 20.
Pax is asleep.
Quickly, Pax, type in the chat.
Pax isn't part of this fight because there's only 4 of them on purpose for that reason.
So it bumps it to 23.
Man, I'm not gonna touch your butt. I'm about to die.
Yep. Yep. So, bumps it to 23.
Yeah.
Well, then
Unless it still hits 23.
he hits.
Oh, well, then I don't cast shield then.
You've
You
already
already said it.
You already got shield.
Well, I think you said nat 20s in that was what he rolled.
Yeah, you don't know what he actually
The
did.
plus and minuses.
So he has hit.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I'm taking my stuff home. Take my dice. I'll take that. I'll take those.
Your dice.
Your dice. I didn't even buy from you. It doesn't matter. Have you thrown and she hasn't realised? Yeah, there it is.
27 piercing damage.
Oh.
Ouch.
Ooh.
You right?
Oops, no, wrong way.
He added 27. I became stronger.
Oof.
Oh, ow.
Oof.
And you need to make me a con save.
I'm gonna have a bloody Fergus smoothie.
Actually, it said consider all
12.
options.
12?
Yeah, is this for concentration or is this for part of the attack?
That's part of the attack.
Okay.
Put all of them.
I'm going to use Flash of Genius to give him a +4 on
I
that.
thought all the keys merged together.
Okay.
That goes to
Oh,
18.
it didn't. Oh,
So
that's
you-
what we're doing.
When you make that save,
Yeah.
I thought we're like.
the
combined
darkness
together
in the
like a
room
snail.
drops. You don't feel compelled to be in the
Doing it
corner
like
anymore.
this.
Yeah.
You seem that you feel immune to the
I have to double
stench.
check that. 'Cause
Okay.
For the next week.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
HB, sorry, with the keys,
Yes.
did we combine them all into one and then put them
So
in?
we took all the keys off the wall,
Yeah.
and I put them all together, and then I added your
Yeah.
one from outside,
Yeah.
and then I tried to put that in the thing.
So all of them together.
Oh.
Just the one he had. Yeah.
Just the one that you brought in.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
fuck.
only one hole. Yeah.
We should have put all of them at once.
Only one
They
hole.
won't fit.
There's only one hole.
Oh, so like we were thinking that might have been big enough.
Yeah, no, it's only one hole.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
That answers this question.
Okay.
Oh, we should pick the one that didn't have.
It's goes to.
That was the one that was in front of me, that's behind
Yeah.
me, that was
And
running to his corner.
He's behind you now.
Oh, okay. We'll move him behind
Yeah.
him now.
Yeah, they're all coming and flanking on Fergus.
Yeah, no,
They're all
piss off.
coming to fuck you up.
That is a
Natural 20.
21.
Miss.
No, 23 to hit.
If your shield stays up for the whole round.
23.
Till to the
Yeah,
start of
yeah.
my next
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
23 to hit, and he's
Yeah,
coming in
that's
with a claw attack on you from behind.
I'm down.
And
Oh, really?
Yeah. I only had half my health from last session. We didn't take a long rest at the end of the last session.
No, we did.
No.
No, we didn't.
We
We
leveled
leveled up.
That's 7 slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
The people.
Okay,
No.
7 slashing damage.
I'm sure we
Okay.
slept overnight there.
Yeah, we did, but then before the next temple,
Me.
we didn't take a long rest.
Your
So,
turn.
can I hear what's going on?
You can
I'm
hear
still
what's going
compelled
on.
to be in the corner.
You're still
but-
compelled to be in the corner. You can hear what's
Wait, no,
going
you're
on.
full health.
Alright.
You're full health. We haven't fought anything since.
No,
Then-
he hasn't had a rest. He's down.
What I'm gonna do.
But we slept with the grunts.
Yeah, that was before the last temple we went to.
Yeah.
Which was the grunts.
After the grungs we went to...
You went to Overlunkers after that, and you also got hit by that thing that was falling off the...
That's
Yeah.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I got my temples mixed up.
Yeah.
Alright, so because I can hear what's going on, would I sort of hear him drop?
You would hear him sort of take the hit and fall over.
You hear all my armor just hit the ground.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I may need to make a check for this, but we'll see what you say. I want to cast my Protector Cannon.
Okay.
So it's within 5 feet of me. I can cast it as an action, but then as my bonus action, I can move it. So
Okay,
I can
yep.
move it and use its ability in
Yep.
one turn.
Does it have its own vision, or what? That's sort of how they work, these cannons.
This is why I was sort of...
Or does it need to see what you say?
No,
I can move it. I can just move it, which is
Yeah.
why I was going to ask
you
you
can obviously you can
my
move
knowledge
it, yeah.
of the room. And
Yeah, you'd be able to move around the room.
so
yeah.
I want to move it...
because we determined last time that it was on its own entity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want
Because
to
it's like
move
an
it...
AI.
Yeah.
Because I can move it 15 feet, but I have to cast it within 5 feet of myself. So I'll move it this way,
Yep.
and then I'm going to use its ability.
Sure.
So it will, although I don't know how well this will actually help you or not if you're down. I choose someone within 10 feet of it, and they gain temporary hit points. I don't know if that'll help you or not if you're down, but
Yeah, because it still counts as hit points, yeah.
Probably still works.
so
It seems bullshit, but we'll see if it works.
Fucking dear.
1d8 plus my int, which
I'm actually
is-
going to Google if you can actually bring something up with 10 hit points. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you
That's why I don't
bring
know.
something?
The answer is yes. Like, why
Don't
would
forget
you-
to check out our sponsors, the Dice Smith. So
Reroll.
that is dicesmith.
the dicesmith.square.site.
That's it. The dicesmith.square.site. Fantastic specials going on at the
Yeah, I
moment.
don't know if you need to
Also,
be
make
up
sure
or
you
not
check
to
it on
them,
Reroll.
or
Okay,
whether I can use them to bring them up
reroll.co.
or not.
Fantastic
So-
8-bit software there to make your character look freaking sick.
Fucking.
You're
Yes, here it is. Player's handbook. If you have 0 hit points,
Yeah.
receiving temporary hit points doesn't restore you to consciousness or stabilize you.
okay.
They can still absorb damage directed at you while you're in that state, though. But only
Okay.
true healing can save you. So it
Okay.
is like a mini shield. Yeah.
So I can give him some hit points,
Yeah.
and that way he can at least absorb
Yes.
Okay, how many,
potentially,
how many points?
10
10. Sweet.
with nearly the max I can give you.
Yeah. You still have to roll to get up, but yeah, you can use it.
Yeah.
as a little
Yeah,
shield.
because I had 10 hit points and I'm still on my death saves.
That's new. Anyone in
okay.
stream probably hasn't seen that one either. I've never
Yeah.
heard of that.
That's why I wasn't sure how it would work.
You know
I
how
never
I'm at
tried.
the end of the round? Do I go back to the front behind Fergus? So I got 22. Is that how that's going to work?
Hey, what did you get? You got
22.
Yeah, no, we're just putting you. I don't know which one did I put you on.
That one.
Yeah.
You're ahead of this, but yeah, you're just going to be after them because they started the fight. You came in.
Yeah, and then I'll go.
Oh,
No, you'll still stay there.
Okay,
because
so
you're already ahead of them. So you
Yeah, too easy.
yeah, that's right. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll cast my turret. Turret will come up, move over, give him the 10 hit points, and that's
So-
all I can do on my turn.
These are only aggroed to you two
Yeah.
at the moment, correct?
No, they're only
Just
angry.
me.
Just
Just me.
No, he pulled the tongue back and he got
No,
out.
Yes,
I
but
grabbed
then
it,
the moment he
He
Oh,
straight
they
to
ran
aggro,
over. Yeah,
yeah.
sorry.
they attacked him. So
Yep.
that's,
Also-
that's my turn.
Give me a con save.
Con save?
Yeah.
That is 15.
With that, you seem to have been able to repel the power of the stench, and the darkness around you fades, and you can now see everything around you in the room. And you don't feel compelled to be in the corner anymore either.
Oh shit! As I turn around, I see them in that corner.
Yep.
And yeah, that's I can't do anything else.
Okay. Let's see. This is
Grung 3.
G3.
G3. He
Your boy.
is going to make an attack roll on Fergus while he's down.
Oh shit.
You know, get fucked.
And that would be
Auto hit.
an auto hit.
That's melee.
So,
isn't
so
it?
does that mean now the damage that you do, he will absorb that through his 10 hit points?
Yep. Even if it exceeds his 10 hit points, he takes a death save.
Okay.
They roll good
Okay.
stats, man. They roll good
Yeah.
stats.
Alright.
I'm not the one who's
We
going to
probably
die.
will.
So that is 11 slashing damage.
Oh, yeah, just like, yeah, of course. Of course it was 11, yeah, of course. Of course.
It's like last session.
no, I believe you.
It was like last
it's
session was
that
like
plus
80 damage, 81 health.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one death
It's
save.
okay, Jake. I mean,
Does that count as death? Does
Yeah,
that count as a failure?
That's one failure.
Because it
In your new
exceeded
campaign,
the
I'm not going to
points.
die.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I'm going to be the most fleaish character.
Good.
Now,
I don't want anyone like
because
So that was G3.
yeah, because it's pretty hard for him to also reach within there, and he notices that Fergus is pretty much down. You see him start to lean over and go to start taking a bite to try and begin
Ugh.
eating him.
Gross.
Get fucked. I'm dead. I'm just going to just call it now.
No, I can not bring you back to life.
Hacks
Yeah.
can bring you back to life.
I can summon you as a corpse.
So,
Are you getting a BJ?
yeah.
I don't know how it looks on stream, but it looks like you're getting a BJ. From
Go with a bang.
And he takes 10 piercing damage from the bite
One fail.
as he rips a piece of flesh off your leg.
Hey, Fergus, I got a question for you.
Counts as one fail.
How committed are you to this character?
Not very, to be honest.
All right, cool. I got you.
Okay, so that's
G3?
Yeah.
No, one.
No, all four.
They all attack you.
That's G4.
D4 now.
oh G4 just attack. That was G4's attack.
Yeah, it's my
Oh,
turn.
so that was G3 and G4?
Yeah, that's
Okay, cool.
Yep.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
Demi now.
Demi's turn.
Can I see what is going on?
You
No, isn't he still
can
in
give
the
me
corner?
a con save to see if you can see.
Isn't he still in the corner?
Yeah, he's still in the corner right now.
He's still
11.
in the corner.
You
He's still in the spotlight.
Losing his religion.
he's no longer in the darkness and he can see what's going on.
And I just turn like my things like this. I'm like, oh my god. I'm just gonna point, and I'm just going to go. First of all, give me a. Sorry, what was it?
He's still.
I really want to do fireball, but like everyone's in
That
the
just
room.
insta kills him.
Yeah.
They go
Do
before
it.
me.
I don't care. Fuckers.
I'm gonna.
dumb thing, dude. Fuck you.
Dice is cancelled.
Sponsorship over.
So I'm gonna do like the classic like Avatar like fire airbender style, and I'm gonna point, and then I'm gonna shoot, and like lightning bolts come straight out directly in that location. So everyone there has to give me a deck save.
Okay.
Doesn't that kill him though?
That's why I just asked him.
Have heals?
No, I'm a necromancer. I don't heal. I bring them back.
What do they need? What do they need? A deck save.
Yes.
Let's bring him back.
Fail. I failed my deck save.
Alright. Dex saves.
Does like one damage. doesn't it?
He did.
So I got a 7,
Fail.
an 11,
Fail.
a 19, and
Pass.
a 17.
2 pass, 2 fail.
Okay.
Alright, so this is 8d6. This is lightning.
Lightning.
Oh, so 3,
Oh, not
6.
That's
Yes,
More
10.
cocked. You get to reroll 2s and 3s, right?
9, 10. So it's 22 for 1 and 11 for 2. So 22 for 11 for the other 2.
Okay.
And it's just like, and just like the lightning chain just hits everyone.
So we got 22.
Done. I'm out and dead.
Yeah. 11.
Rip up my character sheet.
Actually, tears fine.
Tears my phone up.
If you had a razor, a Motorola razor, you
So
could.
was it 42? And what was the other one? Half of that?
11.
Anyone got a lighter? Just light
Okay.
my
So
minion
22
fire.
those failed, 11 that passed.
Yeah, 11 that passed.
That'll go back in the kit.
Yeah.
If you had to stay alive, couldn't paint it.
Okay.
Done roll stats.
That's Demi's turn. Your turn.
Oh, he can bring you back from the dead.
And there is plenty of flesh
Surely.
over in the corner right now.
At the same time.
I'm going to rage,
He
Yeah.
controls me, not me controlling me.
then I'm going to run into that corner,
Yeah.
and I'm going to start eating Fergus.
You psycho fuck.
I can totally cast
Alright,
Fireball.
go on. You can do it.
I'm sorry.
Make an unarmed strike on Fergus.
Excited for Ragdoll.
That's a net 1.
Yeah, so you managed to sort of like pull him up and rip him apart a little bit, and you managed to take a chunk out of his other leg.
Are you medium or small?
Medium.
Okay.
Consider medium. Because I'm human.
So what are you doing? You're attempting to
I'm
eat him?
eating.
He's already biting into
I
it.
just took a chunk of his quad out.
Okay.
Alright, that's the end of your turn.
No, that'll be the end of my turn.
Then it'll be
Remove
fair.
That'll be
Fergus.
Fergus's turn to
I'm already dead.
not roll death saves because he's
I'm already dead.
not dead.
You should have to
So
roll.
let's
Yeah,
just
no,
say this
great.
is where Fergus's turn would be if Fergus was alive.
Yeah!
Can I go top of round since I'm at the highest?
Hold on. I'm
No.
You don't get 2 goes in a row.
They all lay down and keep gorging on Fergus, and they start getting these two get onto both his arms
Oh,
and just start like chewing away.
I'd like to.
You start growling. As you growl, they lift their head up and they look at you.
What are you?
Oh my god!
And as they sort of look at you, they see that sort of defensive growl, and they become aggressive towards you.
There's my flesh.
And they go, and these first two, they go for a bite on you. You got a nat 20.
Plus what?
5.
Okay, yeah, it's.
And the other one gets a 19 plus 24.
Hits.
So they both get hit. One goes for actually they're both just gonna go for claw attacks on you. So they turn around and they just start going for you. They go for some they get some slashing damage coming in here.
Alright.
So the first one. 21 slashing damage.
Alright, so 10, yeah.
Yep.
3 left in a row.
And the other one
One more.
hits you for 10 slashing damage.
For rubbish stats.
And you need to give me 2 con saves, one for each
Spell
one.
markers, you get them at the dust
Is
man.
that 20?
Yep.
And I'm out of range.
Isn't it 20?
Because 5 was in a
Con save, wasn't it?
radius.
Yep.
You know, but a radius is half a cell, isn't it?
Yes. Is it 20-foot sphere?
So that was
24
a
radius
nat
sphere.
1, which is a 10
Yeah, so it's
for the first
So
one.
it's 40
Okay.
40 foot. It's double that. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
And
radius
19 for the
Oh,
second
radius
one.
is half, so 5 was huge.
So you passed the second one, but the first one's hit you anyway.
No, I wouldn't.
And
Still,
Yeah,
As
no,
that
I
happens,
thought I was fine.
you
and then I
become
came out, I was like, oh,
paralysed
actually,
for 1 minute.
just falls to it.
You're able to repeat a saving throw
Oh, I
each
know.
turn to
5,
become
10, 15,
unparalysed.
20. I'd be just outside.
Right now
Okay.
you're paralysed for a minute, which is, let's go 6 rounds or something.
Yeah.
This whole room.
Okay.
No, I'd be fine.
Yeah, is it the
from
start of
there.
my turn?
Yeah,
Start of
so
your
if I
turn,
put
you
it
can make
right
another
in the
roll.
corner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool,
5,
cool,
10,
cool.
15, 20.
Cool. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, never
20
mind. No,
that
I
way,
won't use
20
that
that
now.
way.
Yep.
So if
I'd be fine if it hit
If
you.
I go
Okay.
there and do it over there, you get hit, right?
Next.
Tim.
I'm going to say that.
Turn around so you can.
Alright, so seeing everything that's going on in the corner,
Leave on both sides.
I'm going to move my turret back towards me as my bonus action,
Mhm.
and then I'll heal myself with that bonus action. I'll give myself 10 hit points with the bonus action
Sure.
of max.
Awesome.
Alright, and then I'm going to, with my action, cast Shatter in that corner.
Okay, sure.
So I'm going to look at the corner and just click my fingers.
Okay.
So that's a 10-foot radius sphere centered right in the corner where Fergus was.
Yep.
So that encapsulate everyone there.
Yep.
Need to make a con save, including Drask. Drask con save.
Okay. Rolled the con saves.
Okay, what have you got?
18.
Your pass.
Got a 13,
Fail.
18,
Pass.
19,
Pass.
19.
Okay, so 3 pass, 1 fail.
Yep.
That's right. And it's a 3d8. 15. 15 half. So it'd be 7 for 3, 15 for 1,
Okay.
7 for you, Drask.
And what is it? What type of damage?
Thunder.
So 7.
Yeah, 7 thunder damage.
Okay. That's it.
And then I'm going to.
That's it.
Move yeah, just gonna move slightly.
Okay.
So I'm still within range of my turret, but
Oh.
maybe 3 and 4.
These two turn towards old petrified Drask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're petrified.
He is
Paralysed.
paralysed, yeah, paralysed, sorry.
I'm petrified something else.
What dice do I get for inspiration? Because you gave me inspiration last week.
You just get to
Reroll.
I just a reroll. Okay.
Reroll 20.
That means these guys, yeah, that means if these got any hits these guys do is an auto crit, actually, because you're paralysed. That's how it works.
Any melee.
Okay.
Pretty sure Pax is cancelling all of these.
Well, yeah.
As if he was here. He's not.
Pax would be like having the biggest erection by seeing his god
Fuck
shit. Yeah.
You.
Hope you're okay.
Okay.
Die.
So the first one is 13 to hit.
Miss.
It's auto hit.
No, it's not auto hit. It's auto crit if it hits.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I still got a hit. Then we got a 17.
That misses.
They both miss.
Because your AC is like 21. Isn't it?
Yeah. Cheer. Hello.
Demi's turn.
It's your boy Demi. Demick. I'm going to move. I can. They can go this area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's the entrance way. That's where we came in.
Sweet. I'm going to. So I'm going to try and attack this person first, and then
Okay.
if I hit, I want to say what I do. If not, whatever. So it's just a spell attack. So
Okay. Well,
19 to hit.
I think you can just say what you're doing before you
No.
decide what you're doing.
No, it's not like I want 19 to hit.
It seems like some sort of bullshit.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
I have no idea what he's doing.
Allow me to have this moment, HP. So 19 to hit.
You've hit.
Haven't you had enough moments?
Yeah, I've had a whole campaign for myself.
Pretty fucking much.
So I kind of leave this one, and I just go with my hands like unlimited power, and I cast Witch Bolt.
Which bolt?
At the one there, which hits. So I do 3d12, and each turn I automatically do 3d12.
Yep.
Until I lose concentration.
Yep.
So that's why I wanted to make sure I hit first, because I want to be like, yeah.
Yeah, because you want to watch the spell slot.
Yeah. No. I was going to use it anyway.
I think you said D12.
Oh shit. Alright.
It didn't hit. Oh, it was only level 1.
Yeah, I know.
It was only just a poison spray. Fuck
Yeah, I'll
me.
give you the good roll.
18, 30 damage.
So you
That's a
have
6.
Oh shit, sorry.
And which one? Which
Sorry,
one have you decided to hit?
26.
Which one of these guys have you wanted to hit?
This one,
Sorry.
which is either 3 or
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
27 on this one here.
All right. Well, if we hit
Number
this
4.
one. This one. Number
Yeah.
4.
26 on number 4.
I'll just give you the
Oh yeah,
I don't use
I
12.
keep using it. Yeah.
All right.
It's just like,
That works. That's
So
very
is,
cool.
is that your turn every turn?
yeah, I can use an
Yeah.
action
Yeah.
for 1 minute of concentration.
Okay.
So I can do whatever time I can let it go,
Yeah.
as long as I got line of sight.
Okay. Interesting.
If I see it, I can hit it.
What does it go for? 1 minute?
1 minute.
Drask.
It's a pretty good spell for
Yeah.
like a.
Your turn, Drask.
It's good, like especially being far back. You can
Yeah.
just kind of like.
Keep dropping fucking d.
Drask, you can roll.
Drask, it's your turn, Drask.
Freeze.
Con save.
Stop ordering things off Miniature Hub, man.
I can't help
I know,
it.
we
It's
get
so cheap.
Stop ordering shit from the Dice Man.
You're like, just
Con save.
Can you
That's
come back
22.
as a Darksmith seller? Like
Yes.
that's your character.
I'm literally doing my character. To, like,
You
bust
are
in
no
the
longer
door if I go
paralysed.
out.
All right.
Doing it right now.
I would, in my enraged state, I'm just gonna get that axe out and start swinging.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit this guy to the next to me.
Yep. You're on number 3.
Yeah, the one that he witch bolt.
Yeah. I want to hear which bolt.
That's 4.
The one that he witch bolted.
Okay. Yep. Sure.
So we're going, that's 4.
So that would be 22 for the first hit.
It hits.
One d8 plus 3.
I really like the glitter.
That is 8 points of damage.
Yep.
You can
The second hit is a 25.
Hits.
4 damage.
Sure.
That was bad.
Okay.
So that's that one. And then, because I'm pissed off, I'm really pissed off, I'm just going to go lunge at him and take a bite.
You don't have the rage in which one, do you?
No. That's
Full top. Yeah. I always forget.
Duke.
What type
Oh,
of damage is which
plus-
bolt, by the way? Is it necrotic?
Lightning.
sorry, add an extra 6 damage. I forgot it's plus 3 melee damage with strength when I'm raging.
Okay. So
So an extra 6
An
damage.
extra 6.
Sorry, and
It's an
then
extra 7. Sure, it's not extra 7.
that's extra 6.
10.
Okay.
It's
alright.
plus 3.
Plus 30.
Yeah.
Plus 3 per.
It's
Plus
with
3
that
melee
plus
damage
30
with
at the
strength
end.
weapons.
It's
Yeah.
like on the app. There's like
Normally I
a
hit
black
the whip.
circle
Yeah.
on there. Like,
Whatever
yeah,
was that,
right.
yeah. And then, for my bonus action, I want to hit him with my bike, so I'm so pissed off. So that's a 17.
Yep.
Where the fuck is it?
17 hits.
Well, it's 24, but
Yeah, it hits.
1d6 plus 3. 5 points of damage.
As you sort of bite down, you sort of notice he starts to sort of like wince as you rip a part of his flesh out that's in your mouth.
So quietly, you're getting fried because I'm electrocuting this guy while he's doing that.
He's like Kentucky Fried. He's Kentucky Fried dude you're buying. You bite down, you rip it off, and as you rip it off, you sort of let him go, and you're no longer sort of getting shocked. But yeah, he gets dropped, and you notice that he just starts to, you see the blue skin just start to fade and go dark as he dies.
No, get ready for the next hit.
Alright.
You can fuck off.
That was number... Is this 4?
4. No, it's me.
That's damage.
It's 4?
You can probably get rid of damage.
Hey,
anyway. Won't be around long.
Got more damage than you.
Alright. We are back to...
Demi.
Hovering.
G1, boy.
G1. He is going to attack Drask, being the closest. That's another nat 20. 25. 25.
Investigate his body.
I'm going to bring him back.
Fondle him.
Go for it. I have so much fucking money, I'm pretty sure.
Do you?
I think so. I have to check.
You're like, I've actually just used his character. Just changed the character.
Yeah, I'm fucking Doggos.
That's 22
Doggos'
piercing
brother.
damage as he
Rich is
bites
dead.
down on you. 22 piercing damage. Yep. And then
G2.
G2 turn.
G2 son.
I posted that on Insta.
That's also a nat 20. This is the most nat 20 I've ever got in my life.
But it's so true.
This one instead, he's going for his claw attack on you.
Fuck,
Simpsons had
when
an
you need him.
episode where they...
We
We'd have
could've-
no
yeah.
nat 20s right now if you were here.
Cancel.
Text us your next movements.
That's 21 slashing damage.
Number 10.
And Pax walks through the front door. I'm here, boys! Cancel!
Cancel.
He just leaves.
Does that and leaves.
That's all I needed.
Extra.
Alright.
Shit balls.
Now that means it is
Tim.
Tim's turn.
My turn.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna
Mine,
have a turn.
mine.
I'm going to move him 5 feet closer, and then I'm going to give Drask 10 hit points.
Okay.
5.
Hey.
Better than nothing.
Hey.
And then I'll move him back slightly out of the way.
Okay.
And then as my action, I will... Being that it seemed to work alright last time, I'll do another shatter.
Shatter?
In the corner there.
Okay. Go for it.
So I need con saves.
Con saves.
Boom, 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 boom.
19.
Pass.
13 is the highest.
13 is the highest?
Yeah.
All fail.
All fail.
Get him.
Get
Get him. Get him. 11. Better than nothing.
11 damage on all of them?
Yep, 11 damage on all of them. And then I'll just sort of back up a bit. Oh, no, I was thinking the corner there.
Alright.
Further away from him. And yeah, 11 my turn. So
It is number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
number 3.
Number 3.
He makes an attack on Drask.
Yeah. Good enough for it.
Couldn't imagine.
It's only 15 to hit.
He misses.
And
Demi.
I'm going to roll this time because I'm doing witch bolt again on
Yep.
number 1.
Yep.
The one in the corner.
Yep.
Which one's laying down? Is that 2?
They're all kind of...
The one that's
14.
giving him a blowy?
I take it they're all standing up.
14.
They're all sort of
Yeah.
hunched up, yeah. 14.
That's a fail, right?
That hits.
You hit everybody!
Everybody hits!
Fucking come on. Again, fingers unlimited power. Oh,
Look,
give me
another
that.
11.
Give me that.
Why-
23 lightning damage.
23 lightning
Yeah,
The
damage.
dice is rolling well from the dice smith.
Of course I am.
Just like, as he just gets up, you see another bolt of lightning. It's like,
As it happens, you just see the death just come through your fingers, just and just shock it.
Eyes
And you,
turn like
you see the
orange.
blue skin just fucking fry and fade to
give
grey.
me that. Give me
It
that
just
Sith
dies
shit.
out. You've killed that one.
Damn it! I mean, good, but
Yeah, boys.
All right.
just like
Yes. The one that's kneeling over Fergus's non-moving corpse. I want to get my axe and just plunge it straight into him.
Okay.
Few hit points there.
That's a 24-3 to hit.
That hits.
perks of high con.
So it's 6 plus is 9, 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to rip it out and go for another one.
Another axe swing.
Another axe swing.
Yep.
That's not as good. It's only 10.
What?
10.
Well, yeah,
10?
you gotta.
Ah, damn it.
10 to hit.
Yeah.
That is a miss.
Yep.
That hits. They have no AC.
Sons of bitch.
Do you get a bonus action on there or no?
No. I used my other bonus action
Are
before.
you still raging? Did you add that damage?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then it must mean
One.
G1 is dead. So it's now G2. Comes out and he goes for a bite on Drask, and that's a 21 to hit.
That's a so bish. That's a hit.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
All right.
What a dick.
Comes in for a
I'm
bite,
gonna die.
and that's 9 slashing. No, 9. No, sorry, wrong dice. Not 9. Wrong dice. That is a 12 piercing damage.
12 piercing.
Yep.
So down to 6.
And you need to give me a con save.
Down to 6. Only takes one. You get 5 temp.
Con save 17.
17. You are safe.
You
Yeah.
are dead.
Oh no!
Not anymore.
Roll your d6s.
Timmy boy.
This is G3 or
He's your boy. He's your boy.
Tim.
Tim turn.
Two.
Right.
Let's do it, Tim.
Seeing a couple of them fall
So you got
down,
G3 then, Daddy.
I'm
Yep.
going to move this way so I can see around the statue.
Mm-hmm.
I assume the statue sort of obscuring the vision.
Yep.
I'm going to take a crossbow shot
Okay.
at this one at the back, which I think is G3.
Yep.
G3?
Yep.
Ow! No, that misses.
Shit.
10?
10 is a miss on Gast
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Yeah.
You fucking suck.
Yeah. That sucks. I only get one attack, so.
Okay.
Botched it.
And I'm just going to leave my territories for the moment.
Number 3.
Bring it. I just sit there and I start lathering myself in oil.
Oh, I don't want that.
Goes for claws to start ripping at Drask.
Nat 20.
It's 21 to hit.
Damn. That hits.
Oh, you're fine.
Not the point.
11 slashing damage.
5.
Oh, I should use that.
And give me a con
Oh,
save.
because you take half on rage, don't you?
Mod 20.
You're safe again.
Fuck, that's good.
Plus 9 on con save.
What the fuck? How did you get that?
Well, I got plus 5 constitution already.
Yeah.
Plus racial bonuses and shit like
I
that.
have
Demi's turn.
in saves.
Hey, exactly right.
I'm gonna move around.
So, you know,
Yeah.
I can see the guy in the
feeble
back,
minded.
right?
Essentially.
I'm trying to work. It's hard.
You're probably better hitting the guy on the ground because you could have probably shoot through Drask to hit the guy at the back because they're
Okay.
both sort of leaning
Trick shot.
over it.
Sorry, I've
Trick shot through his legs.
Let's take my back. I adjusted up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, you can see from
Yeah.
there. Yeah, you can
I'm
see.
gonna get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 5 up.
5 volt.
Yep. 21.
21 to hit. Hits.
Kish boy.
Ooh, not bad. Not bad. 17 fire damage.
Not
Take
bad.
it.
Okay.
Good take it.
Not bad, not bad.
Good
Fuck,
damage.
it feels good to do damage.
Yeah. So the end of your turn?
Yes.
Drask.
Drask is your boy.
I'm gonna swing at the one that's right next to me, not the one I've
Yep.
been hitting. So
The one that just got hit?
yeah, the one that just got hit then.
Yep.
So I swing him with my axe.
Fuck you.
That is a 25.
25 hits.
So 13 points of slashing damage.
as you sort of swing your axe through, you manage to just sort of full decapitate this one.
Yeah.
And take him out. And you see the light fade from his eyes.
Alright, and then just before I swing my axe again at the guy laying down, I beat it on my chest and then. Fuck you!
What?
Should have been a mod. Should have been that 20, but it's cocked.
Looks cocked to me.
I know.
I think it's a reroll.
No, it's definitely a reroll.
That's a
I
reroll.
know, but it's so annoying. It's
I
like
can see it's cocked.
Oh.
It's on the side.
And this is where you reroll.
Use the reroll app for reroll.
Fuck, whatever. 19.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Shit. Only 19.
Bah. Max damage. 14 points. Slashing damage.
And so you've decapitated that one. You pull your axe back, poof, decapitate the other one the way back through.
Oh.
And they're all dead.
Yay!
Yeah.
No, dead.
I walk up
That's
to
it, Fergus.
and I cast Animate Dead.
Animate dead? On Fergus's body.
Yes.
Okay. Now what does animate dead do?
Not bad, it's pretty much.
Nothing that benefits me whatsoever.
So, while I still got my thing active, I'm going to move him sort of in between us and then just
So I go up to
give
touch.
everyone some temporary hit points.
So it goes, the spell creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or a corpse of a medium or small target. The spell inhibits the target of a found raising it from an undead. The target becomes a skeleton. If you choose the bone or a zombie if it's a corpse. Up to you. It's probably more
So it
of a
becomes
zombie.
a zombie. Yep.
Yep. Basically, it's like my buddy for a bit.
Okay, so it's your buddy.
You get 10 hit points. Since I've got
Alright, so you've got a zombie buddy.
Yeah. And I just...
And it looks like Fergus.
Yeah, so it's under my control for 24 hours.
Okay.
And the spell lasts for 24 hours.
Cool.
So...
Given that his calves and his ankles and things have all been bitten, he's going to struggle to walk. You're just going to have an arm zombie.
That's fine.
Yeah, you can sort of drag him
Okay.
along. Somebody just drag him along by his hand.
Come on, buddy! So, I'm gonna go to it and command it, hand me your coin.
And then it looks back at you and just stares at you, doesn't know what coin is,
And
has no idea.
And I
It's a
start,
zombie.
I start to pat him down and look
Yeah.
for money or items.
Zombie!
Don't attack it, it's okay.
What do you mean don't attack? It's a
He just
zombie!
sort of stands there just looking at you like,
No, I
No
go
idea.
I go to take stuff off it.
yeah.
Investigation?
Yep.
Nope.
You get
10.
nothing.
10.
And as you do that, you notice that sort of his sort of flesh is just starting to sort of like fall off, and he's just not looking too good.
Hey
Not-
Drax, if you want, I've got freshish meat.
I'm going to walk
Why
over.
would I want that?
I remember where
You
Drax
still
kept,
have hunger?
Fergus kept his money in his secret
Yeah.
pocket,
Yes.
and I'm going to look for
We'll
his
find
secret pocket
We'll
that
come back
keeps
to
his money.
All right.
But it's the
give
same
me an
thing.
investigation
How do you
check for
know
his
that
secret
I'm
pocket.
I'm gonna roll.
No, because I saw you attack.
I was still black at that time.
My
So,
bad. No,
23.
when it came
23?
off,
15 slides.
Yeah, I was getting it.
So as you look for his secret pocket, you manage to find his secret pocket.
yeah. How much money is in his secret pocket?
excuse
Ask
me.
him how much money is in his secret.
Why are you touching my corpse?
He's my friend,
you
and I
know
know
how
where
much-
he keeps his money.
You know how much gold I have?
Yes,
391 GP.
beautiful. I like that.
You got 0 now.
Zero now. It's all gone. Remove all of it.
He's
It's
close
clear.
bank account.
I was. That's all I was after.
So
You
yeah,
can have
Are you
it.
sure? Are you sure you're not going to get revived by Pax or anything? Like he does have revive.
actually he can't.
Why?
I've kind of ruined that chance.
You've ruined him being able to cast his spell to revive. How?
Animate Dad cancels it out
How does it cancel it out?
because he's like a zombie.
He is a zombie.
You can't bring a zombie back to life.
How do you know? Have you tried?
Yes.
You can always try.
I know how
You can certainly try.
Oh shit.
Plus, even so, Pax wouldn't be
I'll
here
hold
in
him tight
time.
for you.
Yeah.
You do realise I have like so much more worth money. Of his stuff.
I just want to do money.
Alright, so now
I have a
what?
diamond.
I have no need for that.
What do we do now?
I have a diamond.
The key
It's
didn't
worth
work.
5,000 gold pieces.
Well,
Really?
Yeah, $5,000 worth of diamonds.
Oh, worth of. Oh,
Worth of diamonds.
we took them from
We took them from the
Pax's thing.
Yeah.
It's because you did real fly. I
Um,
don't have that.
so quick question.
Mm-hmm.
One. Sorry, not DM question. Sorry. One. You guys ever seen those symbols before?
I've seen the blue triangle before, but I cannot remember for the life of me what it was for.
Because
It was at a pyre in the beginning of the moon. and the symbol was, I believe, on the side of the
Yeah,
pyre or on
because that thing, whatever it was, it licked me like it was hungry.
it tried to take the key from me.
That blue triangle, I've seen them on people near Mesro. They like to eat people.
Shit.
Maybe it's some sort of cannibalistic symbol.
Oh, maybe.
Very odd.
Mm.
I don't know much else about them.
Look,
I just saw them as I was coming down with Gorgon.
look, I do some dicey stuff, but I would never resort to anything like that.
Mm.
We preserve the dead here.
Okay. Well, we still,
As I said that, Fergus was like,
we still have a problem at hand where we have a pedestal, we have keys, we don't have a puzzle cube yet. We need to focus.
So should we put the other key in? The one that Fergus was holding.
I go off Fergus's corpse.
We can try it, I guess.
Strength check.
Yeah, oh, fuck.
Although I'm having a thought, thinking that there is a symbol of a snail on
I'll
top of
say
it.
that's locked, but it's
Is it possible that
21.
Can I have a look at the statue to see if there's
30.
maybe a keyhole in the statue?
I just
Yeah.
pull your hand off.
Yep, sure.
Snap my
Give
wrist
me an
off.
investigation check.
22.
Okay. Looking around the statue,
Yeah.
and sort of you're sort of really carefully examining it,
There was another hole.
you come to find at the base of the shell where the head
Yeah.
comes out, you notice that just inside the shell there is another keyhole.
Okay. I'm going to take the key that I have together, which is the one that we put together with Demi's key, and I'm going to try that key in that keyhole,
Mm-hmm.
hoping
Cool.
that might.
We all go to a corner.
We all fucking die. I'm just putting keys in anywhere, all willy nilly.
This is
So
the
as
worst
you-
part.
The key party!
As you put the key in there
Yeah.
and you twist it, you notice that the pedestal that
Yeah.
had the lock on the other one, you hear a click,
Yeah.
and you see it start to rise a little bit and start to grind around on the spot. And sort of as it turns, it's sort of like, so it's kind of like an ornate stone sort of cube that sort of
Yeah.
starts corkscrewing up from being concealed underneath the hatch,
Yeah.
and you see the puzzle cube sitting there on the top.
Thank goodness. I'll go and grab that since I'm holding on to the others. I might as well hold on to
That's
all of
fine
them.
with me. I don't know what I just did.
So I'll go up and I'll grab the puzzle cube.
Yep.
Hopefully it's not trapped.
Yeah, you got this.
As you reach towards the puzzle cubes to grab it, you realize that you've run into what feels like it's see-through, but like a solid cube around it. It seems to be trapped.
You gotta take the cover off.
You want to try and take the cover off? I don't think it's that simple. All of these places have been trapped and
It also, as you sort of start to feel around it, it's not visible. It's like kind of, it must be magical, but you can feel what feels like another keyhole, but you can't see it.
I gotta try and lift the cover off.
Okay. As you try to grab it and lift the cover off, you can try and do it if you give me a. It's going to be pretty tough and pretty tricky to try and grab something you can't see. So give me a dexterity check.
19.
19. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're getting very far with that. But as you sort of start to mess with it, you don't really get anywhere.
Oh no.
See, it's this easy.
Everyone that's still alive needs to make me a dex saving throw.
Upgrade.
Fuck me in the hole.
13.
22.
5.
So you got 22.
15.
Went from 17 to a 3.
All right. So those that failed, which was below an 18.
Hey.
Fuck! I'm kind of like looking at Fergus and I turn and I see Drax.
Oh! Can I see this effect coming?
You kind of can. Because
Yes, I
you
get
notice-
advantage.
Cool.
24.
So
I'm sorry.
as you sort of fucking with the sort of the flailing
I'm
box,
just like mind my own business.
you notice the big snail statue behind you start to sort of like twist a little bit and animate, and you notice that the different sort of eye clubs are on top of it,
Yeah.
point in all directions. And whoever didn't make this you notice it emits dazzling rays of light firing from its eyes in the direction of the creature that failed.
See, it's this easy.
I'm literally like teaching Fergus's new zombie corpse to do things, and I'm just gonna get hit in the
You're
back.
not even looking.
I'm gonna hit like Krillin if I can Dragon Ball. Krillin, have a sense of me. Like I'm trying to hold my body. Well, all I know is that I have enough health now that he can't kill me in one shot. So fuck you.
I don't know.
I'm fine.
72 damage.
Good luck.
Yeah.
He needs to get a shit ton of damage to take me out now.
No, I don't reckon there's enough dice.
Nah, probably 4 or 5 more he would have got
I
me.
reckon 37.
But the pluses are the killer.
I just did like a random
You get this flash of light that flies towards you, and you just feel this burn come through.
This is fire, right?
No, fuck. As 45 radiant damage just hits you and goes through you.
Yeah, 45, whatever.
Whatever.
That's actually half my health.
It turns out that's one club. Maybe don't try and lift it again.
I put my hands in my pockets.
Okay.
So feeling around, there was a keyhole, but it was invisible.
Fuck. What was that?
I don't know what happened. One of those blue things just moved, and all of a sudden this thing came to life.
Good question, HB. Does he have a sudden urge just to eat meat?
He still feels like
You smell crispy teeth in him, my boy. Especially in the back region. Oh, fuck me.
I guess I'll try the key in here too.
Maybe the other key. If the one that he put in originally didn't work, and then you put his key in and that did work, maybe his key is meant to go in this key. I don't know. All I know is
I don't know if I should be taking his in-character advice.
I mean, it's give me a persuasion
For
check.
him, that's pretty sound logic.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh shit. I'm actually not bad at persuasion. 17.
Roll
So we have a rat on a stick,
insight. Roll
right?
insight.
23.
Yes.
Okay, so
Okay, good.
he makes a compelling point,
He
but you're
does.
not completely sure
And
about
you
it.
just get this agony in the background.
It's given me headaches before with some of this logic. Look, how about you give it a try?
Okay. I grabbed the key and I put it in.
That you didn't.
And you put it in?
So we haven't switched any keys out yet.
No, I grabbed. Sorry. So you then put his key in.
So I take his key off, and you get. His
Oh,
key.
sorry. I didn't know you had to do it. I thought it was just the key.
Well, we.
Well, then I'll let you do
And
that.
which key did you use?
Whatever key he gives
The
me.
one that I just used on the
Same-
action,
the same
key. He just took it and
If
used
I have
it.
to roll another fucking.
No, I'm
dex
using whatever
check,
you
I swear.
gave me.
Alright.
Yeah, which is the one that.
So if we were going to switch it out with his one,
So who's currently using the key? You're currently
He is.
using the key.
because my plan was to use his key. I didn't realize. I must have blanked that bit when we had two together.
Sorry, well, you've accidentally used the wrong key, so this is how it happens.
You're gonna
Give me a dex check.
My plan was his key.
Give me a dex check to see if
I
his key works.
knew I
You
should
got,
have
you try to
box
put
and
this
cast
key
it
into something
up.
you can't see. That's why you're doing a dex
I
check.
knew it.
120.
120?
No, yeah, I got the cube guys.
You put it in. Doesn't quite fit. But nothing seems to happen on the snail.
I'll try and turn it harder.
Give me a dex check.
Shit. 23.
It's gonna keep
23?
testing fate here.
It seems like you're still twisting it. Doesn't seem like this is the right key for the hole.
Drax, I think that's the wrong
Yeah.
key.
I don't think it's
Drask,
the right
I
key.
didn't switch it with Fergus's key.
Oh. Well, that's what I said. I need his
You
key.
just took it and went with it. It just.
I thought you had.
Alright. Well, that's super convenient.
See, he's
So,
pretty obedient.
I'll take his portion of the snail that we added on and replace it with the one that he had. Try this one now. 'Cause I assume that changes the shape.
Alright, so you tried to put it in the right hole.
Mhm.
Give me a dex check to see if you actually get it in the right. I can't say so.
21.
Mate,
Yeah.
female.
You managed to get it in there, but you can't quite unlock it.
I go harder.
Is
17.
17.
is there maybe another key on the other side?
As he's trying to put that in, and you try to twist it just there, you notice that the snail statue behind you starts to turn again, and its eyes just look in all directions, and you all need to give me a dex save. Say would I?
14.
21.
You're 14?
Yeah.
Well, you're taking damage.
Wait,
Hopefully it's
you
radiant.
have.
I'm resistant to radiant.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, because you have
Hopefully it's radiant.
I still got plenty of fire off me.
And
inspiration, remember?
I do it. Yeah. No,
If you.
I'll save it for something else.
Yeah, fair.
He dies on this one.
24 radiant damage.
Oh,
Half.
You're resistant.
Half.
You're
So
resistant.
it's
12.
12.
12.
Yeah.
So you have temporary oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have
I take the key out.
You're temporary.
I slam it on the ground in front of Tim. I
Yeah.
walk to the corner
Yeah,
and I sit down.
I 22.
I walk over and sit down next to him.
When he's not looking and no one else is looking at me, I'm just gonna be like,
Just biting him, eating the zombie.
See,
So we tried those two, they didn't work.
I need to find out if I can know this is happening.
Not unless you're watching.
I want to sort of, being that it's an invisible box,
Mm-hmm.
I want to sort of take my time and slowly feel around the room to see if maybe there's an invisible key on one of the walls that we can't see, obviously, because it's invisible.
Okay.
Quick thing.
Yeah.
The creature only defends itself against hostile creatures. It has hostile intent.
I don't know if that was hostile. He just bit him. He's just hungry. Yeah, he's just hungry. He's not really attacking. He's just having a nibble.
yeah, we're still playing paddywhack.
Rip the hand off.
It's like he's like hugging his bro and gnawing on his arm.
Rock, paper, scissors. Scissors! Okay.
Yeah, I just sort of, I want to see if maybe there's an invisible key that we've missed
Okay, sure.
in the fray of everything.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. I'm looking for it.
Give us the
27.
answer.
27?
27!
Yeah, it was a natural 19.
So as you look around the room, and as you felt the other side of that box, you actually realise the box has a second keyhole on the other side of it.
2 keyholes.
You don't manage to find an invisible key though.
No invisible key. Alright.
I'd like to take another bite.
Go ahead.
I just want to like slowly attempt to bite one of his arms off.
It's like a slow door.
Yeah, like I'm gonna start at his hand and like just slowly eat my way up.
I can hear the groaning from Fergus's
I
corpse.
gingerly try to like swat him away.
And I turn to Drax. I'm like, Drax,
2 keyholes.
can you not eat that, please?
I'm not eating him.
Which keys?
Just taste.
Why are you biting into him?
No.
No, I was catching you while you were biting up the arm.
Can I reach around this cube?
I'm only doing it when you guys
Like,
aren't looking.
at the same
Oh,
time?
yeah,
I'm
so
sorry,
like,
like,
Yeah,
I
reach
said
you
that.
can reach both
When
sides.
you guys
It's
were
small.
looking,
Yeah.
I'm eating him.
Drash, do you still have the key? Can I have the
Sorry?
key?
I put it down right in front of you.
Alright, cool.
Before
I'm
I
going
walk
to take
inside
the
the corner.
key that he found
Yeah.
and the key that he found
Yeah.
and try and put them in either side and
Twist.
twist at the same time.
As you do that, you hear a click, and you can just probably imagine an invisible box opening.
The keys just clattered to the ground.
Yeah, the keys clatter to fall to the ground,
Okay.
and you're
And
able to reach.
I can-
and
Gingerly, I'm like,
you're able to
I
reach,
can touch
and
it.
you're able to grab
Oh.
the puzzle cube.
Yay! We only lost one person in this one. And it wasn't me!
It could have been less if Max
Alright.
was here.
Did all the
This is
cancels.
all Pax's fault.
No, Nat.
We have 8 now.
We have 8 guys. We have one more to go. Can you pull out that map, Drask? I believe you had the map.
Yes.
Where did you put it? It's rolled up in your bag or something, isn't it?
Reach, boy.
That's still in me.
Alright. So.
It was this one.
That's good about
No,
those monsters, Calvin.
Yeah,
Those
Yes,
monsters
up.
were 2 CR. You could play them as against level 2s apparently, if that would be fair.
I don't know.
Well, they weren't that beefy.
What? What was the health?
Their health was... They had 64 health.
It would have been better if I didn't start at 30 health.
Alright. So
They're super like weak to everything.
we've
I think it's one of those
Taking
ones
out that
gang
one.
up. They're the worst.
now from what we've marked out, we've got this one left.
Yeah.
But we have problem with lava. Maybe we should
Chocolate
at least
lava cake.
make our way closer to it. And actually, what would be the time if I was to walk out and have a
time now,
bite?
about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Ooh.
We have plenty of time. I would kind of like a long bit of a nap. I'm a
Mm.
bit sore. My back is charcoal.
I could use a rest, but
Yeah, I could have used a rest, but
Why don't we go check out the temple,
yeah,
see if there's a bridge, and we'll hold up in a building near it, next to it,
yep.
and then we'd be fresh in the morning.
All right, let's.
Sound like
yeah.
a plan?
Okay.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Sound like a plan, Fergus? He says yes.
I'm glad Fergus is compliant. Maybe we should just leave a note for Pax where we're going since he's sleeping.
Yeah. Dear Pax, I don't really know who
have
you
anything to leave.
but we're at the other temple.
Alright.
It's your boy.
right. Let him know it's the one near lava because there's plenty of temples.
The really hot one. They call it a lava. I don't know what that is.
So you're gonna have a long rest in this shrine, is that the
No, so we wanna make our way over here. So
Yep.
I assume, looking at this, that we're gonna have to either go down this way around or go around the long way.
Yep.
Depending on which way everyone else wants
So
to
we
go.
want to scope out the place and then nap
We
nearby.
want to sort of scope out this area, have a look around,
Okay.
see if there's any way across,
Yeah.
and then if we can't see anything, we want to maybe hold up in one of these buildings for the evening.
Alright, cool.
That's the plan.
Alright.
It's just a matter of whether we go near the river to get there, or whether we go around the long way. Because there's no steps to get up by the looks of that.
Yeah.
Well, the river looks quicker.
Yes, but that does also
That looks like a waterfall.
it does run the risk of someone falling in the river.
Do we have to go in there? Isn't that steps at the end of it?
That looks very dodgy.
Very dodge.
Look,
Using
looking
the
at the
local
map,
lang.
which we realistically should be able to walk out and look to our right and observe it pretty,
Very aggressive river.
pretty. Alright, I want to walk out.
There are steps right next to the river, yeah.
Yeah, I want to walk out, have a look to the right. How fast does it look like the river's moving? Does it look like if someone fell in that they're just gone?
I can chuck Fergus in there and try.
There's a waterfall not far from it.
Do we have to go into the water though?
No. But what if just
In case the rocks
someone
fall
slips? Just I don't know. Someone slips.
or gets pushed.
Well, usually back in where I'm from, they call that thinning out the dumb people.
So you're walking down towards the water? Is that
No,
what-
no.
I just want to see how fast the water's moving.
Okay, so the water's
At this
moving.
I use Fergus as a lifeguard.
Let's say the water's moving. That if you got into it, it'd be pulling you towards the waterfall, and let's say you got in right next to where you were,
Yeah.
towards that waterfall.
Like in here.
Yeah, it'd take you about 5 minutes of floating to go down the waterfall.
It's like 20 seconds of game. It's like, oh, somebody, and you're in the lava. What? Do I get a roll? No.
You just
What if we just
How
very
come an
carefully come down here? Although we have to go all the way over there to get to steps.
Aren't you an asthma?
I am.
How tall is this walkway in front of us?
Mm-hmm.
The walkway
No, I don't know if I want
is
to.
this
The
one
garden
here
is
is
around the place.
is how big is that
I
one?
don't know how.
That was 20 feet high.
20 feet, okay.
Yeah.
We determined that it was height.
Yes, yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah, it's about 20 feet high because the ones around the outside are 150 feet. Yeah.
It could just be if you're in the air.
The distance between Doggos and you.
That's probably
The wind and the
somewhere in
ocean
there,
and
so.
the smoke from the lava.
What are your thoughts, boys?
Sorry, we were just trying to mathematically.
I think we just go across the other bit then in the water.
This way or that way?
Yeah, look, I
I
think
mean, how
it's-
about we look at it, and if it's no good, then we can go the other way.
Because
yeah.
I
Let's just see if we can get up on that. thing.
I can't swim, so I don't necessarily want to like be near water.
Well, don't fall.
Yeah, how high was the walkway?
20 feet.
You dropped 20 feet.
Take damage. 2 lots of damage.
Yeah,
It's not too bad.
and you don't know if you're landing in rocks or something.
Alright. Okay. Alright. I'll boost you guys up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just climb up on top of the thing. How do we get you up though?
I got this sorted out. Don't you worry.
Well,
I'm very athletic.
I could always. Yeah. All right, yeah.
Or we can drop a rope.
All right.
I
Yeah.
I could
either
always
works.
climb up myself as
All
well.
right.
But
Yeah.
I'll
Let's just try and scale.
As we get near the water, I go, well, Fergus, I don't know much about you, but it's been an honour to know you. Now hop in the water.
So where are you telling him to get in the water? Which part of the water?
Or wherever we are.
Yeah, you're about that 8, yeah. So
Yeah, he's just
Don't
gonna,
do
because he can't take him with us.
you're just going to put him in the water there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plonk him in the water.
Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave him near the water edge here.
Yeah.
Sit him down, or if he's already crawling.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to put my hand on him.
Yeah.
Close his eyes, and I'm going to cancel, and I'm dead. And he just slowly passes away.
Okay. Alright, cool. So as he does that, you notice him start sort of like, he's sort of standing there, and he sort of just like sort of starts to fall to his side,
And I kind of hold him up and just kind
Yeah.
of politely
you put him back up, and he's sort of sitting there, and he just like falls again, like he's like no way to hold himself up. He's unconscious.
He dead.
Yeah. So he falls back to his side, and like just slowly, just you see him just sort of like slightly rolling towards the river as it's a little bit just like
I run up and shove 2 axes and stop him from rolling.
stop him
into
from
the
rolling.
river.
Alright, so you've got him
We'll
about
give you
10,
a
he's about
barrier
10 feet from the
on the
water's edge right now. And you've stopped him there.
Yeah. Just the 2 little hand axes. Just shove them in. Alright. Let's get up this wall.
And
Are
as
we
as
taking
you
the steps, or we're just going up the side?
We're lifting up. Is that what
Yeah, there are steps there at the end. And if we've put him down here, then realistically we've just got the steps.
Okay. Let's go up the steps.
I was more meaning like coming down.
I just thought no one wanted to go up the steps.
Oh no, I didn't want to walk around this way.
Oh.
up the steps.
get out the steps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll go up the steps.
come around the end of it.
As you step onto the steps, you feel this whoosh go past you, and an arrow just lands, bang, right next to the party, and we are going to have a break there.
Oh shit.
Oh. Yes.
Oh. An arrow.
This break is proudly brought to you by ninjahub.com.au. Check them out, Doggos, get 10% off, use the code, do it, or
You know what to do.
you know, come on, we've said it every episode. We will be back.
When an arrow comes out.
freestyle as well.
And we're back. An arrow has just landed next to the party.
And the music gets hit.
And what would you guys like to do?
Summon greater demon.
Wait, how far away was this arrow from me?
It was like
Oh, then
next
it
to
hits
you.
me.
It hits you?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, what? Because you got
My shield.
your
It hits
shield?
me.
Okay, yeah, well, it hits your shield then, yeah.
Alright, okay. Guys, someone's shooting at us.
Shit. Do we go up or back?
Yeah, run over.
I just leg it up on top of the walkway.
Okay,
I just keep pushing.
cool. Push
Alright.
it up there.
Quick. I hope he's down. Let's go. Get down.
So I sort of want to look at that map. I want to run towards roughly where I think this tree is on the map, and then I sort of want to try and.
Who's currently leading?
Probably me.
Yeah, who's second?
Me.
Yeah, you're third. Alright.
Yes.
I like to go first then. I like to go the one that doesn't get hit.
I haven't quite run yet.
Oh, here we go.
And what's that? Then there's, so that's that attack, and then this attack. Cool. It's only 16 to hit. You're alive. Don't worry. Misses, right?
So as those two run off, I start running and then I just turn the other way and run back to his body.
Okay.
Cut off his arm.
Yeah.
And then I throw it into my bag.
Okay.
And then I take a bite. And then I start running back.
Oh my god.
All right. Yeah, and as you continue running, another arrow comes flying towards you. You're not going to actually believe that roll. I need to show you the roll because you're not going to believe it. There's advantage, right? You're not going to fucking believe it. It was a double nat 20.
A double nat 20.
When I saw the dice and when it came on the camera, it was actually more like a 10 and a 12. But just
It's a double nat 20.
The good old PAX crit counter there.
yeah.
It's
All
like,
of a sudden,
it's
back-
as soon as Pax isn't here, everything's a crit.
Yeah, you're
You
critting
know.
so much, man.
Not that fucking time I got a 19 and a nat.
Alright, so that is...
Well, it's double nats.
Yeah, I just rolled a nat 20 and nat 1.
So that's...
Stat.
So that's 18 piercing damage.
So 9.
You need to make your con save.
Oh, poison arrows.
Net 1. So 10.
Okay. So
Nat
then you're
1,
taking... You didn't want a nat 1 on that 20, did you? No good. Alright.
Do you take half on this damage? Poison? No. It's only bludgeoning,
It's
right?
only physical.
So I assume by the time I get to the tree, I turn around, I see Demi, I don't see Drask.
Where's
You
Drax?
may not see Drask. We need to figure out how much damage Drask has taken here.
Oh, he flied. 106.
I don't know. I still remember that time Jacob fucking destroyed Zen Pool.
Yeah, but that's a pally though, like full.
That's 40 poison damage.
Ooh, actually.
Are you resistant?
He did over.
Hold on, what did he do?
Oh, hang on, there's one more. There's one
He
more
did like
dice.
130 damage in one round, or something.
48
He
poison
crit
damage.
on it.
Oh, yeah.
What, two attacks?
No, that was
40,
his.
48.
It was 40. Yeah. So the
He
first
actively
one. The first one did damage, and then there's the
tried to kill my
48.
Oh, 48. Sorry, I thought you meant 40 and then...
No. And
You inadvertently died. He's
Also
actively out trying to
has-
kill me.
sneak attack on that.
Oh no.
Oh, ouch.
So 48 plus.
That is.
So how long?
That's another 30 damage as well.
So 78. Oh shit.
How long would it have been since we had the battle and then left the temple? Just for my own.
No,
How
just
long
because
was
my
it?
turret
My
charge
turret's
was
up for an
physical.
I did.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's probably been at least since the start of that fight.
20 minutes.
No, since the start of the other fight.
Since the start of the
temple.
Since the start of the
Yeah,
fight,
it's been like an hour and a half. Like
Okay.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
Oh,
your
sorry,
Your
I
turret's down.
Yeah, no, it's just because
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry for me from walking here to that.
Yeah, no. This is from the start of the fight. The temple.
I don't know what the
You got enough health to live through that? Cool. So that hits you pretty hard, and you keep running.
Yep.
and the arrows stop coming after you. Yeah, no more arrows are going towards you.
I just keep sprinting. I run towards the tree and I jump off
Into what?
into whatever the fuck's under there.
So I would have run to where I sort of reckoned it was, stopped, looked, seen him there, not seen him, and then all of a sudden see him sprinting at me.
Yeah.
Fucking run!
What?
Oh, run! It hurts. Let's shove them out of the way.
How
and
far
jump
would
in.
you say the tree is from the walkway?
Where are you currently standing?
So I would have run up to about here.
Yeah.
So that tree's a little bit back. I'm just not sure how.
Yeah, that tree, let's say that's 10, 15
It's
feet.
about the length of the
Because
steps.
you've jumped
Yeah,
up.
10, 15 feet away. Yep.
Okay. Can we jump that?
I don't know, I fucking tried.
He's just gunned it.
I like full bolted
It's
jump.
It's 5. If it's a running jump, it's 5 feet plus an extra 5 feet for every strength modifier
Oh, cool. So I got 20 feet then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just get
for a running jump.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and just jump towards
Standing
that
jump
tree.
is half.
Cool. I'll just put my necklace on and cast spider climb on myself, and then
Okay.
just let myself walk down the side.
Okay.
Before I head, I'm gonna have a quick look to see if I see anyone following us.
Okay.
As I'm looking, and if anything attacks me, I'm going to automatically engage Misty Step.
Yeah.
And
Give me,
appear-
give me a wisdom check or perception. Yeah.
perception.
Which is
That's
wisdom.
wisdom.
I was just like, what? 17.
You don't notice anything following you.
Ah, sneaky rogues. So I'm just like, oh. And then I Misty Step to where they're
Okay.
all going to.
Sure. And Draskill is jumping it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm jumping towards that tree.
Okay. How can you jump that distance?
Going off what he said, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yep. You're gonna jump and try to go onto the tree, right? Okay. So you've jumped. You've made the distance. Now you're gonna grab the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Give me an acrobatics check to grab the tree. Gotta use those acrobatics as all we can.
The rare feat.
10.
Or athletics.
That
That's
you managed to grab on, but you've grabbed one of the weaker branches, and it sort of just like falls under your weight, and you don't take full fall damage because you're kind of like falling from like a bent branch.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna take 1d6 of damage, which is 2 bludgeoning damage. Big deal.
He's down.
Shit.
All right, so you guys down there. Yep.
So yeah,
We need
once
cover.
we're down,
We need cover.
I guess we duck into one of these buildings. I guess.
Okay.
If we can.
Yeah. So all those buildings, they're kind of just like old stone buildings, stone archways. They look pretty open, old, dilapidated. Some of them have half their roofs missing. It's just kind of just an old
Cool.
town.
Duck in the one that looks like it has the most roof.
Cool. So you get your duck in there, and it looks pretty empty. Not a lot to see, and just nice empty room.
Drasky, all right? What happened back there?
Fuck, I just forgot someone was here.
Snuck up on us. They
Sorry.
followed us.
That's the rogue all along.
Fucking rogues, man. They always kill you, man. Take your life. Oh, sorry. What are we doing? Oh.
You just like as we started running, you weren't there. Then all of a sudden you came charging.
I got hit by an arrow.
Oh shit!
Fucking hurt. Oh my god. Oh.
What? Did you run back for something?
No, as we were running, I got hit. Made me freaking stumble and fall.
Did you see if anyone was following us?
I couldn't see anything up there.
I don't know. I got hit.
Do you have
It hurt
invisibility
a lot.
here?
I ran.
Is that like a thing that you guys can cast here in this world?
I can cast it.
So it is a thing.
I can cast it.
So it is a thing in this world.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I can cast it. Does that not answer your question?
But you didn't. Yes.
Well, I don't think he can cast it.
I can't cast invisible. You don't want something like this to be hidden away.
I vomit internally.
Swallowed it.
Oh, sorry.
Swallowed a bit of my vomit.
I just smell dead flesh.
If we're if we're in a nice spot here, I think we should have a bit of a break. I mean,
Should we set up watches to make sure that whatever's trying to kill us is fine?
Might
Are we-
have to.
Do you have enough cover under this tree, or
we're in a house.
oh, we're in a building?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You have
Oh,
enough
sorry,
cover
we
in the
ducked
building.
into
In the
the
building,
building.
you're pretty safe.
Yep.
So you gonna do a short rest, long rest? What are you thinking?
I reckon a long rest.
What's
No.
that?
I don't care what sort of rest. I just need some form of rest. Short, long. I don't know. If we want to push to this next thing, I need at least.
Well, I
a couple
wanted
hours.
to at least scout it out and sort of get us a good idea of how we're going to cross it before we.
Well, at the moment, I'm imagining that you're in this building.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That was.
Is there a
the
window that
one
we
I
can
was
see
hoping-
outside?
No windows. You have to walk back out the door. And
Yeah.
walk down there. Yeah.
I'm more than happy for you to scout out, but I'm not in the state to scout anything right now.
Neither am I.
Okay.
Push comes to shove.
Solo shrines it.
Do you have a tarot?
I can cast it.
If only we had some sort of assistance.
Five explosion. I'm just gonna set myself in the corner here and have a bit of a short rest.
Look,
I'll take first watch.
yeah. I just want to go and have a look, sort of gauge distance and sort of try and get an understanding.
That's fine.
of it.
That's fine.
So
Sure.
I'm gonna just poke my head out first, sort of look both ways, sort of see if I see anyone or anything, and then just looking at this map, I sort of
Give me a perception check when you're looking at.
23.
23.
I'm just peering
Yeah.
out the door at the moment.
Looking at the door, you don't happen to see anything
Okay.
outside the door.
Cool. I just want to sort of, as quietly as I can, and slowly make my way to the end of the building and sort of walk up to the edge.
Yep.
To sort of where I can see over to
Okay.
where the shrine is and sort
Yep.
of.
Okay, so as you walk out and you look over the edge,
Yeah.
you see the shrine over jutting up on a column of rock.
Yep.
The column of rock is 200 feet above the lava.
Yep.
And you can see, fresh from where you are, a walled ruin it seems to be overgrown with palms, and it perches on the summit. So there's palm trees around it, and it's overgrown, but it's pretty
Okay.
obvious it's a shrine.
Looking straight down, just because this is a bit hard to tell. Does it drop all the way straight to lava, or does it like drop and then there's sort of like a channel of stones that then go back up to the? Because on here it doesn't look like the lava goes all the way through. It looks like
So it doesn't look like it, but there is a channel of lava through there as well. So there is a
Okay.
gap, a decent
Okay.
gap. But that's really far down to get to. It's like a sheer cliff. Then there's a little bit, and then you can go across. So
Okay.
you could jump it if you wanted. But
How far across does it look like it's from
So,
this side to
yeah,
the other?
so there are different lengths from all different parts of there.
Probably the shortest.
The shortest area is probably the gulf between the shrine and the rest of the city. It's probably about 60 feet, the
Okay.
smallest area.
Gotta traverse 60 feet. Alright. Okay. I don't see. It doesn't look like there's any sort of a bridge or anything.
No bridge.
Okay. The rope's only 50 feet as well. So we need multiple ropes. Okay.
We're at 9:30 this
Okay.
Thursday. We're at 9:30 this Thursday.
What do I have?
Yeah, it is 60 feet wide.
Yeah, I'm just doing
60 feet across.
Yeah. That's the shortest point.
Yeah,
Can't you
I've got
just
50
fly?
foot of rope. Yes, I could, but I don't
Imagine
do
that.
Imagine what?
Being 60 feet wide, and you've only got 50 feet of rope.
Yeah.
Or we can
What a
suck the-
convenient inconvenience.
It's almost like we have to fly across.
It's almost like we have to come up with an ingenious way to cross that gap.
It's an visual bridge. We just
Wouldn't it
walk
be
off.
handy if someone had dimension door?
Well, in the morning, I can change.
Oh, there's
my
another
spells.
spell that's like Misty Step that's like 4th level that does 60 feet.
Well, what I can always do is, since I'm about to have a long rest.
Surely
Spell.
Necromancer doesn't also have change spells at dawn, like the other classes.
It's a
I can
wizard.
change my
It's
spell.
a wizard.
Wizard has
Oh.
you can prepare any spells you know.
Yeah, you got to
I
know
can-
the spell.
You gotta know the spell.
Yeah.
I can do the same thing.
What,
I
you
can
already
prepare
know the
spells.
spell?
Yes, part of
Warlocks
my.
and sorcerers can
Where did
just
you
change
learn it?
whatever spell.
It's part of that thing,
Interesting.
right? I can show you.
Interesting.
If you've already had it learnt, you're not just like adding it now. Then yeah, it's fine.
Well, the problem is
Because you're not a sorcerer, you
You've
can't
run out
just
of spell
change.
slots.
Yeah.
You don't
No,
know anymore. You can't
not-
learn any more spells.
not yet.
No.
According to my thing,
Because
it's
you
not.
can only learn your standard ones, and
Yeah.
then you can learn extras from books. That's like, so wizards, they can learn anything, but
So
they can only learn them once they actually
Yeah.
physically
So
learn them.
my thing says prepare spells at the moment is 13. I know 24.
Yeah,
So does that allow me to use it?
if it was already in your prepared spells. If it was already in your known spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's in this list, I would know it, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
No. If
You
it's
have
in
to
that
go-
list, it's one you can learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so you're in the book, like base level 10, there's a thing that's for wizards that you'll have a set amount of spells that you know, and you've got to go through, learn all those ones to start,
Yeah.
and that's your starting point.
Yeah.
And then you can prepare a set amount of them per day.
Too easy.
And then
But then at the end
Yeah.
of a long rest or
Yeah,
something,
you can
gotta
you can
spend time
change between the ones you already know. If
Yeah.
you're a sorcerer or cleric or something, you can or a druid, you can swap to any fucking spells you want.
Correct. Okay.
But that's because they all come from that same base class. Whereas
So handy.
I operate similar to that.
Yeah.
At
Okay,
the end of a long rest, I can
I can't mention you.
yeah.
take out spells that I've prepared and prepare other spells.
Yeah. Too easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. First time properly playing a wizard this far.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's to do it.
Yeah, I think wizard you learn your base spells, but you have to learn more spells. as
Yeah, you
well.
have to actually
Like,
find spell books and shit.
Yeah, you don't just level up and gain 5th level spells. You have to learn those spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright, so I think the Gav sort of got a rough idea of how far across it is.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna head. How far down did you say it was?
200 feet.
200 feet. 200 feet. How long do you think it would take me to walk down there with spider climb? How long does it take me to
What's
walk?
your movement speed with spider?
30?
30?
No, it's my walking speed. I can do
Okay,
that.
well, if you got 30 movement speed and it's 200 feet,
So it's
it's going to take a 5 6
Seven.
seconds, yeah.
7 turns,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds, yeah.
30 on 42 seconds.
42, yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's not too bad because spider climb lasts an hour.
You can do that, yeah, and then at the bottom you've got the lava to cross.
Yeah.
I walk over the ladder with my spider climb.
No,
It's
it's
become a
alright.
lava
So
Jesus.
I'm gonna head back in where the other guys are. Just sort of
Okay,
relay the knowledge that what I've sort of acquired.
sure.
What are we doing?
Alright, so I had a quick look out. There's no bridge.
Correct.
No easy way to cross. It's about
Except for your wings.
60 feet across at the shortest point. Yeah, but that's only me getting across. That's not anyone else.
I reckon I could throw in.
Can't you carry us?
Probably cool, but we had an issue the first time we came here. There were gargoyles on the edge of Omu, and when something was in the air, they attacked them. So if I was to do that, 60 feet isn't very far, but I don't want to open myself to potential gargoyle attack
True.
or.
But if they're on
animals.
the edge, maybe that take a while to get here.
There is, I guess, possibility if we were to maybe if someone else has rope, we could probably tie rope together.
I've got some rope.
If someone's got an axe
Yeah, it's plenty of those.
or something, we could maybe fasten it to the rope and throw it over sort of like an
I
anchor
already
point.
have my axe.
Does it?
And I pull out my big great axe.
What
Does
happened
anyone
to
have
the
a-
smaller ones?
Does anyone have a grappling hook or something?
What's that?
It's sort of like a. It's just sort of an anchor point. There's something that digs in the ground, hold you on. I don't have that.
Oh. And I pull out a javelin.
Javelin could work.
That work?
Javelin could work. That is sticking in the ground, and then we could maybe fasten it to something on this side, and then we could traverse
And then
across.
hope the javelin holds.
Yeah.
It ain't on this motherfucker, I'll tell you that.
So it's like, will it hold?
If I die from a javelin again.
Imagine
No,
dying.
look,
falling off.
I could fly over, but that's only me.
I
That
could.
doesn't help anyone.
If you fall, can you do a spell while falling?
For the fall.
for the fall.
Misty step, just keep.
You can cast whatever spell you want while falling as long as you can physically cast it.
Yeah, it's like Misty step myself way up.
You could.
So
Yeah,
You could probably run, jump, misty step. I don't know how far you can misty step there.
30 feet.
30 feet.
30 feet.
So if you cast it before you're 30 feet from the bottom,
Yo, I can get over. I just realised I know how to get over.
Why don't you just run, just double misty step?
No, run, jump, Misty step to thing, and I have spider climb as a spell.
Yeah, you'd make it. You'd make it. Yeah.
Oh look, I could get myself over. It's not a matter of.
You'd take a bit of a thud hitting the wall when you land.
you probably have to cast a dex check to make
Break
sure
my
that's
nose by like holding on, like
able to grab it.
Imagine he KOs himself and just goes, I'm going to cast Spud. Slides down.
No,
just sticks to the wall. He's just
yeah,
That would be a typical death.
Is spider climb concentration?
yeah. Depends how much damage it takes.
If it's concentration, then you'd have to cast it once you're out of Misty Step.
yeah.
Yeah. So the issue that we have in front of us is a way
Legit,
of
if
getting
that happened to me, I'll come back as an
everyone over.
Be like, I'm the god version.
I
of
could
this
get
thing.
myself over. I think Demi said he can get himself over.
wait, so if you can fly,
Yes.
Why don't we get some extra rope? You fly over there.
Yeah.
Tie the rope to something. We tie the rope on this end, and then we climb across.
Possible.
And it's less weight because it's only us two.
It's possible. It's entirely possible. If you give me a long rest, I can create a little scouting buddy for us that could further check out the actual temple itself.
That sounds good to me. I mean,
How far would it be, sort of roughly, since it's 60 feet shortest point
Yeah.
to maybe the front of the temple? I don't know how big the temple is. In the
Okay.
space at this
Yeah.
point.
So not from the front, from the temple, like. To
So
the
from
edge.
like where the shortest point is to the front of the temple.
Okay.
Because
Well, the
from
front's
the-
on the other side
Yeah.
of the thing.
That's what I sort of.
Well, if that's 60 feet, let's get the measurement things down the bottom anyway. So that's probably
2 fingers.
that's close to like 175 feet.
Oh, that needs to be like right closer. Could you? Oh, actually, no. I assume this has. Okay. Yeah. Just, if I can take a rest, I can probably create something that can scout out that area for us and give us a better idea of what's over there.
Sounds
in
good
case
to me.
there's potential dangers. Because the last thing we want to do is all get over there. Well, 1 or 2 of us get over there, and then we get jumped by some animals or something, and then they go down and we can't get anyone else across.
True.
The fact that
Makes
it's on
sense.
its own over there, there's probably a reason for
But
it.
the thing is, you could always fly away.
Again, as I said, there were gargoyles that we had to deal with, and I don't necessarily want to be putting myself in
Well,
too much danger.
You said that the gargoyles were on the edge. Were you coming into this place or up in this place?
I sent some of my scouting party
In?
in.
So it means there might have been a defense system, and that
We
those
don't.
inside are fine.
We don't know. I haven't tested it since. I didn't want to run the risk.
Have I got a good deal for you today?
Well, look, you can test it all you want. I'm happy for you to test it.
I like your idea.
I go to him on
Send
the back to
scout.
activate his wings like Buzz Lightyear.
No, so I want to take a long rest because there's a few things I want.
Yeah, long rest.
You
I
do,
wanna-
I'll do first watch.
I want to change.
Second, what you?
Yeah, alright. Just on my watch, I need to change some things.
Okay.
Got to do some.
So you guys
tinkering.
gonna take a long rest here?
Yeah.
Less tinkering and more just because of
Alright.
my ability.
Do we
to
hear some
change
sort of
things.
music at night
On
time?
the first watch.
Uh,
Pull out my snap.
Oh, springs from the grave. Yeah, nibble on the arm snack. Yep.
I'm gonna have a couple of fingers and then put it back in.
Sure.
Why are you nibbling the fingers like it's just fucking moving still.
At this point, like while it's still dark, you notice that everywhere you're looking has like a strange blue glow emanating from your forehead.
Good lady. Maybe
Okay, I'm going to.
Where's Hornet?
Can I realise that it's? If I start moving my
Yeah, you
hand
can
around-
realize it's from your head. Yeah.
Oh, I got that and cover it. Does it stop it?
It does.
I grabbed some of the cloth that would have been on the arm,
Yeah.
part of the underling from his
Yeah.
armour,
Yeah.
and I tear it into a strip, and I
Bandana. Just Rambo.
bandana.
We're going deep in the jungle, boys.
But
This is
then,
your second character that's become a fucking cannibal.
hey,
Same.
it wasn't my choice.
And you probably would have too, except it was fucking a robot.
He didn't eat it.
He would have found a way.
So have
Oh,
to eat
no
other
way.
mechanical constructs.
Yeah.
And as you cover it, you hear a voice in your head.
Oh, here we go again.
I see I have a new follower.
Who's that? What's that? Who's that? Who's it?
It's just your boy. Rasnasi.
That's Nessie.
Rasmus. Rasnasi. Who's that?
Yes, you haven't heard of me before. I know you're new to each other. This is a new acquaintance. I don't even know your own name, but given that you are now adorned with my symbol, I assume that you are one of us.
Wait. You gave me this mark? Yeah. What? Why do I have this mark?
It's a mark for those that follow in my path in life, and you too understand tasty flesh, the humanoid flesh that's around here.
I mean,
It's beautiful, isn't it?
the flesh where I am right now is actually was quite tasty.
Yes, so that's.
Mm.
I have come from a long line of chefs, and I am able to teach you how to season it to make
Oh,
it
are
tasty.
you a chef too?
Absolutely.
My cousin's a chef. You
I.
might have heard of him.
It's.
His name's Gorgon.
I have heard of Gorgon.
Yes, he's very
Yes,
popular,
he
very
never
famous.
Wanted, he never wanted to eat my food, but he was happy to help me season it.
Good question. Is he talking out loud or in his head?
Yeah, he's dead.
Hmm.
Yes.
He never mentioned Erasmus, did he?
Yes. Well, I was going to help him open a chain, but he didn't. He never showed back up.
He had other
A
things
chain?
on.
I'm currently helping him with a chain in Omu.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I can help you with the seasoning.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. How do I meet you? How are we going to find out these things?
Well, I'm currently away on a journey in the jungle, but I shall be returning at some point soon to Omu to
Oh,
hopefully reunite with you.
oh definitely.
Do you
That would
want
be really good. I
Yeah.
found a really good
Not
place to
far.
set up the shop. Oh, it'd be so good.
That's some pretty fucking dope
I've been
spells,
looking
yeah.
for some. Been looking for
2D
a spot
balls.
myself, so.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh, well, look, this place that I'm looking for is actually quite large. I mean, there's many rooms. I only need one of them. I mean,
well,
you're more than welcome to the rest.
what is your name, son?
My name is Drask.
Does it
Well,
have
Jess.
fireballs in it?
This has been lovely. I look forward to
Multiples?
meeting you.
No, it's
Oh.
bad.
Don't tell anyone about our conversation.
It's kind of
It's confidential for the company business.
Oh, yes.
banishment.
Yes.
Nice.
Don't worry, I have very tight lips.
Good.
But now, how do I contact you? How do I know when you're going to be here?
You know how you just sat there and ate some of that flesh?
Yes.
That is how you can get closest to me. See how I'm a little louder now.
Oh my god, it works. Oh my goodness.
It's kind of like a volume that wears off.
Oh.
Rusty sees at the door like, don't turn around. It's like your dad saying goodnight to you down the bedtime. Sorry, like, go to bed, you little shit.
Okay, I think I understand.
Yes.
Well, when you're here, I'll be waiting at the amphitheater.
Sure, I shall come and find you then.
That sounds good.
Good luck.
I beat this in.
You too.
Me too.
May the flesh be with you.
May the flesh be with you.
It is.
I know.
It's in my backpack.
That's good. That's why we can talk.
Okay.
Don't waste it.
See you later.
I just imagine like when it finishes, Drax just takes another bite. It's like, what? You again? Oh, sorry. I was hungry.
Jack's like, alright, talk to you later.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
Just make the beeping sound. When the game's right. Drax is just sitting there going,
I'm just like, Drax, what are you doing? Nothing.
So that's what's happened with you
Again.
throughout the night. So it goes through. It's now about 3 o'clock in the morning.
My turn?
The rest of that night passes with pretty much no issues.
On my watch,
Yep.
I was going to take the ruby, I think that's magic ruby,
Yep.
the one that Thorn had on him,
Yep.
and I'm going to use that to create a homunculus servant
Okay.
that looks like Horn, just mini,
A small horn.
with wings, because he can fly.
Awesome.
Wait, what?
I have now a homunculus servant. I now have a little guy that runs around with me.
What is it?
He's
called?
got a
He
little
looks
horn with
With
wings.
wings. He's mechanical. He just comes around.
This is great.
You do this on this day, all the days. Can I keep him?
It's mine. It's mine.
I'm not asking.
It's mine. It's mine.
Okay. So you've created him.
Yeah.
The rest of the night passes without any sort
I
of.
wake up
So that
five.
the ruby is his heart, and then his form appears around that.
Okay, cool.
What does it look like?
So it's fine. Looks like a little Goliath. Little Goliath paladin.
I'm holding back the tears.
All right.
Cool.
And
Cool. Yeah, I've got a little
Oh,
shadow.
so it's still about 3 o'clock in the morning. It is early. You hear sort of in the distance behind you, closer to that city. You hear some noises like dong, dong, dong,
You see like smoke sort of billowing out the top, and you hear footsteps on the outside, just like different.
It's like
His body will be gone when you go.
It's
back.
like Fergus opened the door, like, oh, talk about the night I had.
You fucking assholes left me behind.
That's our dope babes out there.
Cool.
What?
What's the plan? What's the plan for the day?
Well, we're gonna jump over, aren't we?
Well, first I'm gonna send my servant over.
Okay.
Call him a seven.
Yeah.
So,
Thorn is my servant. My mini Thorn is my servant.
you said.
So, being that when we first got here, my guys went across at obviously the same height as the 150 foot drop or something
From the walls down.
from the walls down.
Yeah, it's 150 foot drop.
Yeah.
Down this wall is a 200 foot drop.
Yeah, so I wanna, because I remember that height and being what his wordings that he used yesterday, I wanna sort of, because he can fly, I wanna walk him off the edge and drop him,
Yeah.
so he's below
Ground level.
this level, and then have him fly up to the thing, so he doesn't go above ground level essentially.
Clever.
Thinking that maybe it could be
Altitude.
higher altitude. He does move at 40 flying. He has a 40 flying feet.
So given it's still night, you're
Yeah.
pretty much moving under the cover of darkness.
So I can just imagine him getting falling, going.
This is just my servant.
Yeah. Are you walking out of the building though to watch him to fly, or are you just staying in the building?
So I just want to just poke my head out, sort of make sure he gets over.
Okay. All right. As you poke your head out and you look down towards this closest point across, because you haven't yet sent him,
Yeah.
you happen to see this strange sort of like pit of, or not even pit, like this strange sort of looking fire pit, I guess,
Yeah.
that's on fire, like a small bonfire that's sort of this by this,
Oh.
just near the edge, looking towards the shrine.
Okay.
Around that, you happen to see 5 veggie pygmies holding each other by hand,
Oh no!
and they're looking at the fire.
Okay.
What the fuck?
And
So
they,
I'm sort of
and they
looking-
have, and they have a cage right next to them.
So I'm looking out and
Ah.
having a look outside. I see these veggie pig. Can I, from this distance, is there anything in the cage? Can I see anything in the cage?
Give me a perception. Probably a perception check from there, because it is dark and it's going to be hard to see.
Nope. Oh.
No.
We're brilliant.
So you can see a figure, but you can't see exactly what it is.
All right.
And while you continue looking, you notice there's some more veggie pygmies that seem to be coming out of the underbrush, and it now seems to be like there's 8 of them. Looks like there might be a pet coming along with one of them, and it looks like there's maybe a chief. You see him well dressed, and he's sort of standing there with a staff.
Hey, Tim. What the fuck are these things?
They're bit of pygmies.
What are they?
Small vegetation looking things.
They're oddishes.
You know Pokemon? You look like Oddish.
Well, I'm Charmander, so Fireball. Are they friendly or are they?
They seem to have a figure in a cage.
Maybe we should go save that person.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
How far away are they from me?
From the building to there,
Yeah.
you're probably 40 feet away.
40 feet away.
I don't know. Do you want me to go talk to them? I can talk to these things.
Oh, if you want to go talk to them, yeah. Alright, sure.
While you're still deliberating on what you're doing, you notice the chieftain one sort of raises his staff, and he walks over towards the cage,
Yeah.
and you see them bust open the cage. From that distance, you can now start to see as they drag out of the cage, you can start to see what they've dragged out, and it's a small, flailing, crying, unhappy looking grung.
Wow.
And they're lifting him up over their heads. They've got him.
Oh,
They've got him tied, like hog-tied, and they're carrying him over towards the fire.
Is this a recognizable, like, because we met the grungs, do I recognize this grung?
You recognise that he's from the tribe up north.
But he wasn't like
He wasn't like the chief or anything. He was just one of the tribesmen.
Okay. We need to save him.
I run outside and I go, "Ah!" And it just gets really loud and my eyes start getting more red. like tiefling, like rah. Basically, I'm trying to do what Ben Kenobi does in fucking episode 4. Rah! It's Fergus! He's come back!
I put my hand out and get Thorn to crawl up onto my shoulder. My mini Thorn. Crawling up onto my shoulder.
So
He's with me.
So you do that, and Minton's with you, and you're going out to sort of yell at them.
Like,
So I'm sort of looking out to see, and then I'm just sort of like, alright.
Right, so as you run out towards them, you notice them all turn to you, and they're just looking at you like you're interrupting. They're just like,
stop. Put down the green guy.
Habitat.
But not down the lava.
so
This is how I
what language do you speak?
This is infernal.
They don't get it.
No, it's meant to be like fearful, like
Okay.
I'm
They
assuming,
hear the noise.
I'm assuming infernal sound pretty scary.
So this is what the chief looks like, and he has a little pet with him. This is what he looks like.
Oh, he's so cute. That other thing's fucking creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Gonna eat your fucking soul.
Yeah.
And he's just looking at you like,
And I turn back to the thing like, do y'all speak audio thingy?
Oh wait, am I awake for this?
Yeah, we're all
you're
like,
you're long rested.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought
Yeah,
it was
you're long rested.
Friday.
Long
no,
rested.
yeah.
Long
So it's
rested.
3 a.m. in the morning because the rest
Yeah,
was
yeah.
at 5.
Yeah.
So I'd shut. That's what threw me out.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's okay.
Do we engage them, or do we? They have
I
a
can talk
grunt.
to them.
I feel like we need to save the grunt.
Oh yeah. I heard them talking. I know they
The
speak.
grunts are on our good side.
As you do that, the grung that's on the top that looks like he's crying and upset, you see his head just like turn to you as he's like hanging. And he's just like,
Thinking what the hell.
and remembering back, give me a history check
Oh shit.
about how the other grung spoke to see if you can remember how his language would be.
13.
Okay, so remembering back, the sort of way that his lips are moving and things, you notice that his lips move in a way that resembled when the other ones were talking to their chief Yorb,
Yeah.
and you notice he's mouthing something along the lines of, "I'm Yorb's son."
What did it say? And I'm like doing like the Final Fantasy fight where I'm like,
How is he? Is he tied up?
He's tied up like hog tie, like arms up here, legs there, pole in between.
so how many Pigamidgees are there?
There's 8 Pigamidgees and 1 chief and a chief's pet as well.
Okay, this is gonna be
How big is the chief?
How big's the chief? He's a small plant.
I can do this.
He's small plant neutral. That's basically what it is. Yeah.
Right.
How big is the pet?
The pet is medium,
And just put
So
it in
like size of a dog or size
Yeah,
of
then
like
fine.
a wolf?
size
Or
of
size of like a
Fergus.
dire wolf?
Size of
Yeah,
Fergus.
but we don't want the grunt.
If
But
Fergus was
if
a-
Fergus is on 4 legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fergus pretty big. Like,
So he's
hold
hog tie. Are they holding him up, or
Holding him up, yeah. There's 2 of them holding him by a pole. He's sort of over the shoulder right now.
Oh wait. I can cast a shield on myself. If I'm in a circle, they can't get to us. It's like a barrier protection.
What if we kill
So his
the big
hands
one?
are tied up. Is it possible that I could shoot the rope and his hands would become free?
Oh, that's gonna.
Super possible.
That's a cold
That's
shot.
a that's a
It's-
risky
it's-
shot.
shot.
It's possible,
That's a headshot to
but
the
is
ground.
it probable?
I don't
Don't
know.
And you can always try.
What?
I do have inspiration still.
What? Boba? What?
You can always try.
What do you mean, Boba
That is a small shot at a
Mm.
very tiny target that you are taking
Mm.
from 45 feet
I
away.
used to kill those
Yeah.
with my T69 back home.
It is possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Can I just do what I want to do?
What if we take the big one?
We need to take out the ones that are holding the ground,
Okay.
so they drop the ground, so we can help the
What I'm
ground.
thinking of doing is doing this, right? Which is hostile, and then just throw it in there and be like, they can fight that.
Where is this?
Hands gun. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. Alright.
Every time that he starts to shake and becomes a little bit more like he looks a little bit more violent, the grungs start to encircle him and start to dance.
You mean?
No, they're not the grungs. They're veggie pygmies. They start to dance around him and start doing ritualistic dancing, and,
I go, ha
and they just look at you and they just
And I
continue
go,
dancing.
no, and like before they turn out, I go, and I say something in Abyssal,
Yeah.
and I summon lesser demons
Okay.
in their area. So I need you to roll a d6 for me, please.
I can determine what pops up.
What'd you get?
2.
2. So 2 demons of a challenge rating of 1
Yeah.
appear,
Yeah.
and they're hostile to those fuckers.
Okay.
And there's a circle of blood because I've cut my hand
Yeah.
and just gone, and I like a circle pit around us which protects us
Okay.
from the demons. So the demons are now in a fight with those things.
Okay. Sure.
So yeah,
That's
just
fine.
watch this and have fun.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the demons are what in a 10v2 because there's 10 of these guys and there's 2 demons.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. Easy. Let's
So
go.
can we leave this circle?
Yeah, but you can attack.
So inside the circle we're safe.
Are you gonna roll initiative for the demons?
Sure.
Fucking 10 of these bastards to roll.
You have to let me know what demon I get because you pick the demon.
Oh, I picked the demon.
Correct.
And it's a CR what?
CR1.
There's 2 CR1s.
It's to stop the player from being OP.
Magma Rabbit would like to mention that summon lesser demon requires blood from a humanoid that has died within 24 hours.
Hey, can I borrow your arm?
What,
Yeah.
Wow.
Never mind. Don't worry about that.
Thank you, Megamarat, for countering that move.
Thank you. No, Johnny.
Wow.
Ruin my fire. Now I just have to fireball it now.
So is it 2 of them carrying the hog-tied grum? Or is it just like...
There's 2 carrying this
Yeah.
hog-tied grunt.
Are they like...
The rest are dancing around him.
They're dancing around him.
Yeah.
Okay. What if we...
If you can get them away from him, I could turn myself invisible and possibly go untie him.
Okay.
But it's a matter of getting them away from him.
Okay. I have an idea.
Ferguson harvest blood now.
What's that?
Go back to Ferguson harvest the blood.
Yeah. I smell a corpse in someone's back.
And yeah, funnily enough, it does actually make sense because in an episode, Critical Role, they did that not very long ago.
Yeah.
But anyway, and they were talking the exact same thing. Alright, so I'm going to
Lightning bolt.
walk up to the pygmies and just act on my back, and I'm just going to start grooving.
Grooving.
We get up there, and then as I see them dancing, I'm just going to be like,
Yeah, and as they keep on dancing, and then like as the grung keeps sort of trying to shake his way free, they get closer to him and they start walking closer to the edge.
Do something.
now what I'm doing, I'm
Towards the
dancing,
edge.
but I want to dance my way close to the leader,
Yeah.
and then as soon as I get to the leader, I'm just going to be like,
Do you come here often?
You're gonna attack the leader.
yeah.
What?
Seeing him go out, I want to cast invisibility on myself,
Yeah.
hoping that this is a distraction enough that will allow me to get into potentially retrieve the grum.
Okay. Cool.
And being that I'm carrying essentially Tiny Thorn,
Yeah.
he's also invisible.
Okay. So as you swing to hit him, give me an attack roll.
Sneak attack.
24.
That hits.
So is this party boying him then?
10 points of slashing damage.
Treats him as
Never stop showing.
Red Simons.
As you do that, the chief gets the blood off himself, wipes it all over his face, turns towards the veggie pygmies. Sorry, turns towards the rest of the veggie pygmies, and just puts his staff in the air and just
and then he just runs and he grabs them all and he pushes and dives off the cliff with all of them, and the ones that he didn't get at the same time dive off in sort of a way to sort of in like a desperation, because it seems like a religious thing they're doing, and they all sacrifice their lives, and as they're falling, they let go of the grung and he's sort of in the air as they're falling.
Can I attempt? No, because I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to rush towards the edge?
Yeah.
Get my whip and
Yeah,
try
you
and
can.
whip the
If you give me a dex check
grung.
on the ground.
Fucking two.
You manage to, as you whip down, your whip flicks around and it grabs onto the pole that's in between the two legs, and you manage to yank him up while all the veggie pygmies are falling to their death, and they're just like looking up like they're being blessed. And you see them down below, and you just see them all just getting incinerated by the lava and just sinking in. And
Suicide. What the fuck? Help me, girl, come on.
I run up and give him a hand.
Yeah, I'll help him.
It's like the B-sharp. B-sharp.
I'm still kicking around till tomorrow afternoon, man. Like,
I'm invisible, so I can still do this without dropping the invisibility.
Alright, and and try and pull him back up.
as you pull him back up, you see him sort of like trying to shake himself free. He's still connected to that pole.
I cut the rope.
You cut the rope? Cool. As you cut the rope, you notice he comes towards you and he just grabs you all, and you just see he looks like a white, like he was like scared for his life, and he just starts grabbing you all and just like going to your feet and like groveling at your feet.
I grab him by an afro.
And you just hear him go you're just like groveling at the feet, right?
Yay! We're gods to these things.
And he just starts like he reaches for your pocket, and as your little gold sack, and he reaches towards it to show you that he's going for the gold sack. He tries to pull out a piece of gold, and he's pointing at the piece of gold, and he's like he wants to
give him the piece of gold.
Yeah, and he gets it. He's like he's trying to gesture to you.
I have to throw it off the.
No, he's gesturing. He's gesturing to you that he is going to give you immense gold for saving him, but he needs you to take him home for it.
Side quests.
Gonna give you how much gold?
Side quests.
It's a fucking fetch quest.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Seriously, fetch quest at level 10? Honestly?
Really?
You get like 5 gold each or some
You don't
shit.
need to take him now.
Can I just punt him?
Alright, I'm gonna grab him.
Yeah.
And I'm gesturing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He climbs up on top of you. Yep.
Yeah, come on. Alright. You in that building over there.
Okay, so you're gonna put him in the building. It's just like,
Put
it's
him
like,
in the building over there. Alright. Put you in that building over there.
Yeah.
You going to sleep. Then
Not sleep, but sleep.
yeah,
Okay.
sleep. Then I'm going to
Go to sleep.
lie
Yeah.
over to the lava.
There is
Okay.
one person who probably watches it that does something which is like I feel insulted on so many.
And then when we come back, we're going to lift you up and carry you to your home.
He seems to completely understand. He's just like, and he walks towards the building, and just you see him go in there and just sit down in the corner.
Can he get inspiration for that?
And then
He can.
and then I'll yeah, that's it.
And he's gonna go in there. He sits down. He sits in the corner. And
I go back to Drax saying that's like I got him. It's like Drax, we can hear you, but
Guys, we're going over there now.
Alright, you just.
Mumsy.
Do you guys have some more rope? So
yeah, I've got
fasten that. Because I got 50 feet.
I have rope.
I
rope.
only need an extra bit of rope. but-
Oh, well, then I'll keep my rope.
Alright, cool. So I want to tie mine and his rope together to make it 100 feet.
Make sure the nut's good, right?
And then, being that I've still got my guy on me, I'm invisible currently.
Wait, how did I give you rope if you're invisible?
I'm talking to you. You can still feel me. I'm just invisible. You just can't see me.
Demons everywhere when they say hello.
Just start swinging weapons around.
It's like a beam in me.
It's pretty much you hand me the rope, it just becomes invisible as I'm carrying it.
And I'm like,
Okay. So then I want to, because it's not a concentration to do anything, I want to cast Radiant Soul on myself, so I have my wings.
Yep.
So I can fly across.
Yep.
And then I want to do what I wanted to do with Tiny Thorn. I want to sort of step down so I start falling and then catch my wings and then fly up
Okay.
to the other side.
Yep.
Holding the rope still, obviously.
Cool. Yeah. As you do that, you manage to go pretty
No,
well.
before I leave, hold this end.
I don't know where it is.
Ah, cool.
Put it in your hand. So you're holding
The
one.
rope appears in my hand.
I'll hold
Yep.
the other end. Because otherwise, I just take the entire rope over.
Yeah, I was
with
just
me.
thinking like,
Yeah.
Cool. So
Smart
as you,
one.
as you fly across, you manage to you feel the heat from
Yeah.
below.
Yeah.
Like that heat is emanating from the lava below. Like it is not pleasant.
Regardless how far down it is.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's warm,
Yeah.
and you feel the sort of sulfur going through your nostrils. You're just like, oh, this is no good. You get to the other side,
Okay.
and you manage to
Alright.
get stay safely on the other side.
Does there appear to be a tree or something that I can fasten this to?
There are plenty of trees on there, like palm trees. Give me a nature check to try and find the strongest one.
Fuck that, I'm going to use my inspiration here. I want them to be able to get across.
rolls in that one again.
Mod 20.
Okay. You managed to find a tree or a palm tree that has a relatively strong looking base.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's been standing. It looks not like it's dead. It looks like a very alive tree.
Alright, cool. I want to fasten my end of the rope around this tree and try and tie it off as tight as I can.
Sure.
And then I want to tug on it.
Okay.
So he can feel me sort of gesture to him that it's tight.
That's not very appropriate.
Drax, I think he's on the other side, and if the rope's out of your hands, and we can see the rope in your
So
hands.
yeah, I want to tie it off, I guess.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Can we use
yeah,
one of your axes? How are we gonna control it here?
I don't know.
Did we really think that through? Did we?
I thought he already had this planned out.
I don't know.
No, I was taking it over and tying it off.
Well,
I assume you guys would do the same.
Alright, I got
I'll
it.
find some way.
Alright.
I think he's holding it tight for you.
hold on. I'm gonna do an intelligence check on this one.
I rolled. Great idea.
I rolled a 6.
Okay, well, it seems like it's a pretty strong idea. It's a bold idea, Con. Let's see how it
Thanks,
pays.
Drax.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna hold it and start crawling.
And I start like digging my feet, like digging it just like...
I'm not that heavy.
No, but I'm just like bracing
Oh, yeah,
myself.
sorry.
So I'm just like doing that thing where you like swing your heels in so you get a little bit more grip in them.
So holding on to that, you're gonna have to give me a survival check while you climb across there.
Oh, wow.
That's cocked.
Oh,
Thank
that's
fuck.
It's a good call.
21.
It was on the edge of
I was
the thing.
literally like right like that. I'm like, oh god. 21, Colin.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to make it half. You managed to make it halfway across the rope. Okay. You need to go again.
15.
It's gonna fucking heavy, dude. You might be lying, but come on.
Give me a strength check to see if you can hold it.
Let go of it on purpose. Womp, womp, womp.
He gave you inspiration, remember?
I'm gonna use inspiration on that one. Thank you. 15.
15.
What, do you roll a 2?
Yes.
You're welcome.
Boom! Straight in.
Bludgeoning damage and then falling
And then
damage.
you just fucking climb.
See, as you keep going, you feel like the other end of the rope is getting looser, like not as taut as it was before.
Am I
He's losing his
am I within 30 feet?
You are within 30 feet.
Misty step.
Missed this out. Alright.
The rope is a lot lighter now.
Okay. You feel there's no more weight on the rope.
How is he going to get across?
All of a sudden you lean backwards. You drop the rope, it goes down the ladder.
Oh. Just like veggie pygmies.
The chief comes out from the lava like Elder merged into one.
So,
but I didn't think.
alright, so now, So now,
We get
oi, oi. Now you have to come back over this side and hold on to it while I climb across.
No.
It's like the whole, when you got the crocodile, the baby, and the fucking loaf of
wolf.
bread.
I don't. I don't know that thing.
Why don't you tie it off on your side?
Who the fuck's saying that?
How much slack do I have? Do I have enough to tie
Well,
this up?
it's essentially you've got
100.
You've got a 100-foot rope, or slightly less
Yeah.
because we tied them together.
Yeah.
And then I've
It's a
fastened-
60-foot gap.
Yeah.
Let's say he's wasted 20 off to try and find that tree,
So 10.
and like another 5 to actually do the route
So I got
around.
15 foot left.
So you got 15 foot left on
And
the
I need
side.
how much to tie around something, and probably another 5
Depends
foot.
how big. Depends
So
on
10
You need about 5 foot to go around
Sounds
something,
right.
So
and you need to find a tree within 10 feet of you. Yeah.
can I see any trees within 10 feet of me?
Give me an extra check.
Don't drop it. Oh yes.
6.
For the 18.
There is one tree within 5 feet of you.
It's a shrub.
How shit's a tree?
I guarantee
It
you.
is a shrub.
Like some magic bridge. I guarantee it.
What's that?
Nothing.
Or maybe
Alright.
there was a bridge.
But there is a very
But it's
large
gonna get
tree. There is a very large tree about 50 feet from you, back towards that you jumped
Well,
onto.
You
I'm
still
gonna get-
have a rope
I'm going to get my javelin.
because we didn't use your rope.
I'm going to stab it into the ground.
Okay. Yep.
Then I'm going to get my battle axe on the flat side and start belting it into the ground.
You need to do it on an angle so it takes a load. Like a 10 peg.
He's not very smart.
I'm hitting it straight into the ground.
In the angle towards the fucking. just slips straight off.
so badly.
You have rope too.
Into the thing.
No, he's done.
Yes. And then I'm going to tie that around.
Okay.
Held tight.
So you've tied it around. You need a survival check to see how good the knob is.
It's cocked.
I can live with that.
2.
As 15. Lovely negative.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you managed to tie quite a good knot. It's in the ground. What do you want to do?
You remind me of like Dave Bautista in Guardians of the Galaxy right now. Just
Have you got another javelin?
Now, if I was to climb, this would be athletics, correct?
survival.
In this, yeah, it'd be athletics if you're going to jump and then grab onto it. And no, that would be acrobatics. If you wanted to climb, yeah, we're going to go survival for climbing across because it's definitely a survival scenario.
You got
Because it's hot.
You got another javelin? Just take a run up and just like swing it over the top and just like. In
That'd be
your drone.
worse, wouldn't it?
Except I think it's
No.
only flat. It'd be
You'd
like
have
every
slack.
movie that you go.
You'd have slack to
Yeah.
the bottom and then just climb up.
Wait, don't you have that thing? We have wings.
Yeah,
that one.
definitely. Oh, sorry. Let me just activate my fallen angel ability. Shit.
Don't you have buttons or something on your back?
Yeah.
It takes the armor off people.
Takes your rings off like.
While he's working out how he's going to get across, I want to send my servant, Minithorn, to the front of the temple to sort of, or shrine to scout out what's going on.
Okay.
Being he can do that, and I'll send him flying across there, but sort of just like maybe 10 feet off the ground.
Alright, so
Just
you're
in
going
case
to get him flying over there.
Yeah.
Right. So as he gets round to the entrance of the shrine,
Yeah.
you notice that sort of palm trees grow in front of this kind of squat-looking building.
Yeah.
There's worn steps ascending to an archway that forms the entrance,
Okay.
and there's reliefs of coiled serpents flanking the entrance. So you can see coiled serpents sort of
Yeah.
decorating the
Okay.
entrance.
But so there's no doorway. You could. Is there a door?
There's an archway. There's no door on them. It's just an archway.
Archway. Okay.
Because they obviously don't have many doors coming across here. So
Yeah,
they probably don't need
yeah.
doors. Yeah.
No.
It's just an archway.
So what are we doing?
I've just sent my Mini Thorn over. He's scouting out the front of the shrine. So far,
Chris works up the courage.
there's some serpent reliefs, like decorative snakes, adorning it, and it's an archway.
Which one is it? This is
Mob,
one.
top right.
Mob. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you want me to have it done.
Oh,
What do I want to send him in?
So are you in next session, Sam?
Don't know. DM's discretion.
If he could be in this session, if he was.
He's the
super
lover. He's the lover.
I am ready. Character's done.
Alright, start climbing across.
Yes.
You start climbing across. That's what you've decided you will do.
Okay. From the rolls.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my little bit of rope,
Yeah.
tie it around my stomach,
Okay.
and then I'm going to
Just walk across.
tie that. I'm gonna get a second javelin and stick that next to it, but about 5 feet away.
Yeah.
And hammer that in, and then I'm going to tie my bit of rope that's around my waist and
Yeah.
tie at the other end to that javelin.
Okay. So you make it. You got like a V going. Is that what you?
So basically, there's the rope going across, which I'll be
Yeah.
climbing,
Yeah.
and then I've got like almost like a safety sort of net
Safety.
type one.
Safety belt. Yeah.
Alright.
Not quite long enough to get him across.
Yeah.
Oh no. He's
And
gonna
then I'm
have
going-
resistance.
Then I'm going to attempt to start climbing across.
Okay.
So technically, halfway through, your javelin will hold you back.
Technically, 3/4 of the way through.
3/4,
my
yeah.
javelin.
Oh, because
will
it's
be
50.
holding back.
That's right. Yeah.
Hang on. So you've got another rope.
He had a rope, so
Yeah,
we
exactly.
used our ropes to get to cover that gap.
Okay.
And then he had
and
a
you've gone rope on one, rope on the other to make you like a back belt thing.
No.
A rope on another javelin,
Yeah.
and then rope attached to me. So let's say, for instance, I don't know what
I need to draw this because I'm trying to.
Okay, so you got the rope going across the middle.
He's got a safety.
That's the one I'm
rope.
climbing on, right?
Yeah. So I'm just going to draw it. So you got javelin at one. You got this is the fucking island over here. This is mainland.
This is art attack now, boys.
Right. And then you've got.
You see, Dunkaroos are coming back this year.
The fucking what?
Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos never left.
No, like
Okay,
officially, they're bringing more out.
Help me here. So we've got island. Javelin's over here.
Yes.
That's Terry's tree over here.
Yes.
This is your javelin over here on the
Yes.
mainland, tied around.
Yes.
This is your second javelin.
Yes.
So there's a rope around this,
Yes.
and what? That's just tied around you.
Yes.
And he's gonna walk on there.
So then this is you,
Yes.
and you've got this tied around you.
Correct.
So pretty much, if he falls, that javelin will swing him back.
The second javelin will swing him back into the wall. I guess.
Correct.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yes.
And this can be maximum
Check.
of 50,
About 40.
40 feet because you got 10. You're at 10 wasted there, right?
Yes.
So you can get to about there with this one.
Up to the long rope, and he
So
was-
halfway.
Just
limited
just
Be
around
2/3 of the
around
way.
yeah, around
Limited
two-
amount of
two-thirds
rope.
way.
Yeah, but like if he's
Yeah.
got the long rope, you
Essentially,
instead of
you get to
tying
about
it to an anchor point,
Yes.
tie the rope to
Okay.
the other rope. Tie yourself to that.
And so then you're using
Like
that.
a harness.
Oh, it's not even gonna get that far because you've got that 9 feet across. So yeah, you're gonna lose a bit of length. there, but
Yeah.
Okay, so you can get to about here connected. All right. Okay, cool. All right,
You have to untie.
we're good. Tell me more.
I want to start climbing.
Sell me on this deal.
Okay, you want to start?
It's a
climbing?
deal. It's a steal.
Yes.
All right. Okay, you start climbing. Make me a survival check as you climb.
No.
Cocked.
No. No.
That is 6.
Okay.
I'm too far.
So as you sort of climb out, you get your
I had
first.
You're not
inspiration
far.
before.
You get your first sort of 5.5 feet out into the middle, and you let go of your grip basically. You can't grip anymore. And you fall straight down to the length of your rope, which is like 40 feet, and slam into the side of the of the wall. It's pretty hot down there. You're pretty steamy. You're gonna take some bludgeoning damage for it. For hitting the wall. It's gonna be 12 bludgeoning damage for hitting that wall.
Alright.
And you can climb back up. Give me a
Okay.
strength check to climb.
Would that work?
What?
13.
Would what work?
Yeah, sorry.
He's connected to the rope, yeah.
No, I'm seeing, because since it's tighter around the waist, I'm trying to work out the mechanics of it.
Snaps
Well,
over.
well, he's. That's why.
It really depends on how well he hits.
It's
that
like a
javelin.
it's like
Yeah.
a bungee cord, right?
Yeah.
And he's let go here, so and then flipped it
Yeah, I
back.
understand that.
Yeah.
It's just the climbing thing.
Well, he's gonna be climbing.
Realistically, it's probably more an effort of when he drops, how hard does he pull on the javelin that he hit in, that his rope is on?
Yeah.
Because he's still going to whack against the wall from the rope hanging over the edge.
No,
but it's a
'cause-
matter of as it pulls,
Yeah.
does it pull the javelin out and he continues further down?
The fact that it's pivoting off the edge of the point there right
Yeah.
now. Most of the force is
Yeah.
being put there. It's not being pulled, so
Yeah.
So
he's lucky.
the question, like, it's a dumb question. I've never done climbing before. Is that if he's tighter on him,
Yeah.
if he's trying to pull himself up, that rope isn't going anywhere. So he's technically.
No, he pulls it down and then he
You
gets
have
stuck.
slack.
It's like this.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, so say this is around me,
Yeah.
and I start to climb. It's just going to be like I'm just going to be climbing this rope, and it's going to come up with me, right?
Oh, okay. Because I'm assuming that he doesn't have the slack. That's what I was thinking. Because he's tied it around him, so he.
Yeah, when
doesn't
he's
have that.
hanging, he won't have slack. As soon as he starts climbing, he'll
Oh,
have
yeah,
slack.
cool.
Yeah. All right. So you climb back up. Give me that strength check.
That's right, it was 13.
13.
Yeah.
So, as you get sort of going on your climb, you manage to make it about 5 of the feet up. So you get about 5 feet up with the 40, and you can make another strength check if you want to go further.
18.
This time you make another 10 feet. So now you've gone 15 feet up the rope.
16.
So you go again. So you get 25 feet.
12.
This time you make it to the 30 feet mark.
11.
10.
And you make it to 5 foot mark.
14.
And you manage to just climb to the top, and you climb yourself over the edge, and you're back on the side again, ready to go.
I'm trying to go again.
You want to go again?
Yep.
All right, let's make a survival check.
14.
Okay. So this
Wait.
time,
14.
yeah, this time you make it about halfway across.
Now I'm going to
Because now the
hook.
rope.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut the rope.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So he's halfway across.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm standing at the
Yeah.
edge watching him.
Cutting the rope. And then I'm going to tie it around, like, throw it over and then tie it around that bit. Like the actual rope here.
Okay,
So
so
it's
now,
like
so
right
now
there,
you're
like-
like hanging off it like kind of like a flying fox.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm still climbing,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So a way I'm imagining it is my 2 legs are wrapped over.
Mm-hmm.
As if you're climbing across a pole, 2 legs wrapped over, 1 arm wrapped over, cut the
Yeah.
rope,
Yeah.
throwing it over, and then I'm tying it up to there.
Yeah.
Double knotting it, but leaving that centre bit loose.
Yeah.
So you know, like when you, so that way.
Tying
it's
a
loose.
loop.
Yeah, essentially, and then I'm gonna start climbing across again.
Okay.
And continue to climb. Cool.
So as you get a little bit past center and you get a little bit further, you notice that the rope is beginning to sag a little bit because as you get to the middle, you're pretty much in the heaviest point. Looking back at the mainland,
Mm-hmm.
you notice that your 2.5 pound javelin is starting to bend.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't broken yet, but it's starting to bend. So you try and go faster.
Yeah.
So you're putting sort of more sort of bounce in the
Oh, no, that's
in the rope there as you go faster.
That I
Oh, maybe a survival check. Maybe a survival check.
Come on, bud.
So that's 6.
Wait, how close is he to me?
He's halfway.
He's about 3/4 away now. Yeah.
But he's about to fall.
I don't know how much this is going to help, but I'll use my flash of genius and give him a +4 to that.
So it's 10.
So it's 10.
That's 11. 6. Yes, so
So-
plus 4.
So as you do that, your fingers slip
Mm-hmm.
off that rope, and you sort of bungee a little bit onto your little other loop because you're
Yep.
still connected to it, and you notice the bend is now like almost like that.
This
Like
is the DM saving your ass.
I quickly go back and grab the thing again.
give me another survival check.
Come on, mate. There you go.
18.
And you manage to scurry your way to the other
I
side.
cut the rope.
You get to the other side.
And I cut the rope from the other end.
Yeah. Fergus with the blade.
It just as you reach off to the other end of that, you notice that on the other side, you notice it just pop, and the spear itself pops out of the ground, and you see it flick, and that rope and stuff just falls down towards the fire, and you notice that it just sort of slips out of the knot, and you see the javelin go down into the lava, but the rope's still connected on your end, so you've still
That was
fortunately
close.
got-
After seeing the javelin start to fall, I'm like, I cut the rope. Thinking it's going to drag me in.
Pull up the other rope that's like now fallen down.
You're right.
The bigger
That was
possibility.
very dicey.
Fucking telling me. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull up the rope. So it's still attached to the tree, but the loose part, I'm just gonna
Do you want a drink?
pull it up. And then I got him. He's just out the front. I'm gonna send the mini thorn in through the archway to see what he can see.
So, looking in.
Still off the ground.
Okay.
Just being that we've had stuff on the ground.
Head off soon, by the way. Okay, that's cool. As Minithorn gets to the front of the archway,
Yeah.
and looks down, it's fairly dark in there. There's lots of spider webs.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll end up for the night.
Yay.
Fuck.
Yay.
Should just fucking stayed on the other side.
Do we see a dark figure up here from the statues?
You see nothing.
He is an assassin.
Thank you everybody for
Thank
tuning in
you.
today. If it was
Yeah.
your first time, thank you for getting to know us. Feel free to give us a follow. We're also on YouTube. We upload these every week.
One sub per death.
What's up? Yeah, we're about, and we do this Tuesday session once a week, and every second week we do a Curse of Strahd on a Friday night at the moment. We will be doing some more campaigns after this, so if you like what you see, tune in. And follow us. We'll definitely be back. And yeah, remember we're still taking donations for the bushfire appeal at the moment, and if you donate, we're matching it. So all of that. We've still got our sponsors that we have. So we had Miniature Hub we called out before, Sirenscape, make sure you check them out. You got reroll.co,
Reroll.
and we have the
Dicemith.
Dice Smith. You need to
Himself,
check
right
them out.
here.
They're on Facebook, and they've got a shop. What's your web shop?
The Facebook.square.site.
No, it's
What is it?
It's not the Facebook, is it?
What did I say?
Yeah, it's the Dice Smith.
Did I say the Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
no, no,
Facebook.
His website is
The website is the dicesmith.square.site.
Yeah.
We have a February sale, so code word is Feb sale. You get free
Feb
shipping. Feb sale. Feb sale. Site. And it's a February sale, and code word is Feb sale. You get free shipping on all orders.
Yeah.
Oh.
Make sure you
Every
follow us.
order.
Make sure you follow us on. I'm pretty sure we have an Instagram. We also have a Twitter. At Twitter, we also
Follow
generally
our socials.
post when we're going live. But yeah, let us know what you think, and yeah, we'll be back. And thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you all. Doggo team is signing out.
You.
Woof woof.
Wolf.